Test rolls. Test rolls.
Test rolls.
Ah, shit, hang on.
12.
I actually
Well, shit.
need to pause. I need
Natural
to
20,
actually,
bitches!
Inspiration!
I need to restart Chrome because I forgot last time I was using Chrome. I turned on hardware acceleration.
God damn it! It was almost there.
Or I turned it off, rather. And
Motherfucker.
Roll20
Welcome
does
to
not
the
like
club,
it if
Rovan.
you don't have hardware acceleration on.
No, it doesn't.
No, he indeed does not. So let me get that up. There we go. Where's my scrying window? There's my scrying window. I gotta log in again. Oh no! Professional streamer. Professional streamer, by the way.
Professional.
Music.
Gotta love that scuff.
I will get you your music, I promise you, but I gotta get the game first.
Can't hear it over the scuff.
Can I hear it over the skull?
Hey, Pug, would you believe the scuff is actually the fact that I just don't have it up yet?
I know. That's the joke. I can't hear it over the scuff.
I mean...
It's so loud! I'm here.
Yes, you are correct, Twisty. I did, in fact, just have my 4-year Twitch anniversary, for those who showed up yesterday. Thank you. But now is not the time for that. Now is the time to give Joe inspiration for rolling a natural 20 on his test roll. Finally.
Nice.
Hey, you stole it from CG, who got like 3 weeks in a row.
Listen, I'm gonna roll like shit the entire fucking day. Nothing
should
but
be hearing
15s.
I shouldn't be
Oops,
hearing
my
that,
hand
but
slipped.
River, thank you very much for gifting those 5 tier 1 subs.
Look, you
to-
ended your stream before I could gift more. I was
That's
actually gonna gift
fair.
more.
Thank you for gifting those subs to Gumsy Kind of Guy, Count Widget, that Art Jack, Away to the Dawn 42, and Yakiniku Party, my dad!
Papa
Niku Party! For those of you who aren't familiar, Yakiniku Party
Dad.
is Punkinized dad.
Yep. Totally. Absolutely.
If you don't know
you can ask
if
him.
you know, you know.
You can ask him.
You can ask him. He will agree.
He's dead.
I mean,
anyway.
he is daddy.
I realized you said he's dad, but I thought you said he's dead for a second. I was like,
He's dead.
Hello?
No, he
I
is
mean,
dead. I mean,
you
Captain
can't-
Dad is not my father. No.
I
Never
mean,
mind.
I mean, you can't spell dead without dad, so.
True.
E-Dad.
Anyways, it's time to get.
He's E-Dad. Anyway.
He is an
He-
E-dad.
Yes, he is daddy. I agree.
No. Well.
All right. It is time.
It's time.
I need to turn that up a little bit. Actually, that might be okay. Let me know if that's okay. Or if I need to turn it up.
Sounds fine.
I'll turn it up just a tad. Just an inch. There we go. Last time. Before your trip to the frozen wastes of Articia to help your friend Rovan with this pilgrimage, you all spent a night of celebration within the walls of the new Havana Hall. The bar promised by Theon, tailored to the wishes of your friend, Reihua Kore. That's you, Punk.
Yeah.
You spend a night with drinks, friends, loved ones, and you all took a moment of celebratory drinkage with the entirety of the Van Heer Guard. Secrets were spilled, merriment was had, and you all eventually bed down for a long rest. We wake the next morning. If you don't mind, unless you guys have specific scenes you want to play out, if you guys don't mind, I would like to kind of just kind of zoom through a little bit of this for sake of brevity. But again, unless you guys have scenes you want to do. Going once? Going twice?
What was the question? I was typing up the stuff.
I was just asking if it was okay if I kind of move this along for sake of brevity, or if you guys had scenes you wanted to do before you guys moved on to the next thing. Okay, I'm gonna assume that's a no. Okay, so
I got nothing.
Yep, go ahead.
You guys had a whole RP session. We were good to move on, right? There's absolutely no one you would ever want to talk to. But you guys wake up the next morning, varying locations, varying amounts of hungover. In fact, everyone except Flit and Sarah, go ahead and make me con saves.
Oh boy, I love con saves.
Hubba.
Only Rovan will get the effect of his aura.
I'm almost tempted to make one for Sarah
17.
anyways, because she
18.
did steal the drink from Rowan. For the toast.
That is true, you did, but I wouldn't say you drank enough to
Wait, everyone,
have
right?
have a hangover.
Fair.
What's up, Punk?
That was everyone, right, with the con save?
No, I still gotta roll.
Everyone except Sarah and Rovan. Or, sorry, Sarah and Flit.
I'm just imagining Sarah taking like a tongue to
15.
the liquor and then making like a scrunkled dog fist.
22.
Wait, we all passed
see that.
out.
Oh,
How
give
far
me
does
one second. I think my
Rovan's
scrying window
aura reach again? Do we get to the...
He
10
only
feet.
gets-
Oh.
Damn it.
I passed out in the bar.
I
I am
see.
currently covered in stoats.
Oh, I see what happened. Hold on, give me one moment.
Literally, I'm pretty sure that's what happened, Joe.
I see what I did. Give me 1 second. I'm just adjusting something so chat doesn't have to hear the music twice. And the rolls twice. You see, I had both of my windows in the wrong program.
The wrong order, Mimi. The wrong arrangement.
Alright, browser is the word I was looking for. I eventually got there. Also going to turn it just slightly. Alright. All good. That should hopefully be the end of technical difficulties. So let me take a look at these rolls. We have 17, 18, 15, and 22. Awesome! Wow, you guys... You guys had no issues, and none of you wake up the next morning with any any sort of hangover. Or at least nothing that isn't manageable.
We're seasoned by now. We can handle our stuff
How's
True.
Genia?
occasionally.
How's Genia? I can roll con save for Genia if that's what you want.
Fuck yeah.
Let me see. Genia. Sorry, I saw fucking... I think that was like a dust bunny that flew across my desk just now. It fucking freaked me out. I was like, what the fuck is that? Genia got a 14, which is what I set the DC at, considering how much you guys drank. So, Genia just barely passes. But, you guys all, the next morning, with varying amounts of slightly drunken stupor, you all get together, have a bit of breakfast, maybe chat amongst yourselves about the festivities from the night before. And eventually you all gather your things and you prepare for this trip. My question is, how are you guys getting there? I presume you are going to talk to Theon because he was the one who mentioned potentially warping you guys to Articia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Corvin's never been there, so he doesn't really have a point of reference to go to.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you guys kind of not spread out, but you kind of get your bearings and you go over and you find Theon, who rolling a con save. You go over to Theon, who looks like he's going through it. He is just kind of like holding his head as he's got like the curtains closed. He's holding his head. He has a cup of what you would presume to be coffee. Oh. I haven't drank like that since my 40s.
Hi, Theon.
Oh, hello.
Morning.
Yes, good morning. Oh, right. Articia. Oh, yes.
You
allow
need
me
hair
to...
of the bugbear to cure it?
I haven't heard that one before. Give me just a moment to prepare myself and I can send you there. Also, Ravon, because I know we spoke about it, my lead for finding you a guide for Articia did not pull through. Unfortunately, Ball and Fallweather is a bit distracted at the moment. Mentioned something about culling the unworthy. I don't know what that's about.
Mm.
Taking a swig out of the alchemy jug with a little bit of beer. Because, the party train don't stop. That is fine.
True. True. So,
What-
unfortunately, you'll have to find someone within the town of Bergheim where you'll arrive. And I'll give you guys spelling on that.
Thank
What were you going to say, Flip?
Thank you.
Flit would like to walk over and, out of appreciation for this, at the very least cast Lesser Restoration on poor Theon to get rid of his
Aw.
hangover.
Okay, he will graciously accept that. Oh, thank you. Fortunately, that is not a spell within my repertoire. I know, a bit crazy, but that's more of Esmeralda or Alice's thing. But I thank you.
Of course. Lord knows that I've been curing hangovers for quite some time now. looks on over to Corey and to Ravon.
Does Corey notice? Do we hear? Wait. Never mind. We're right here.
Yep.
Corey just gives a thumbs up.
I was about to say, I hope so.
Corey just gives a thumbs up.
Robon raises his alchemy jug in acknowledgement and swigs.
Thanks, Flit.
Always bring your designated druid.
I am a druid.
But you were designated.
Yeah, you were not
True.
designated one.
Wait, how does
Oh,
one
that's
become
right.
designated? Is
I
there a
lost
stick
my
involved?
spot when I started training with them.
The designated druid is the person who is in charge of giving lesser restorations when everyone else gives a little too much into the drinking.
You're right. I've never been designated druid.
That
As,
doesn't really surprise me.
as for Articia, chances are it will be quite late in the day. I'd wager it's probably close to evening, so I'd go there, speak with who you need to quickly, and then perhaps find a place to bed down for the night. Travel at night is not exactly the safest course, but who knows? Your guide may think better of it.
Okie dokie.
Just
You know
gather what
where-
leads you can, and then I don't know. You could figure something out, or if you wish, we could wait until later, and then I can send you all where it's morning there. The choice is ultimately yours. You could take some extra time to prepare.
I think it'd be better, personally, if we kind of go there and get the lay of the land first.
What say the rest of you?
I have no problem with this.
Yeah.
It would be nice to explore.
Don't explore too hard. Again, Articia is incredibly dangerous. I'd hate to lose one of you to a freak incident. But that is your choice. Everyone gather up. Bergheim awaits. And as you all gather up...
Wait.
Okay. I'm waiting.
Are we taking Diana?
That's a good
I-
question. Thank you for actually catching me on that. I forgot to put that in my notes. Are you guys taking Diana?
I thought we agreed that we were.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought Diana was coming with us.
Yeah.
we had a moment where it's like, hey, do you guys want me? And we were like, of course we want you. You're our friend.
Oh, okay, I don't remember that at all.
This was
It was a
works.
week ago.
it was also when you had stepped away briefly.
Oh, okay.
All right. Just gotta quickly gather up Diana's sheet, because I admittedly also forgot about this. I mean, I'm prepared for the session.
Sarah's probably gonna have Raven stay home just because of the weather.
Not a terrible idea. That being said, if the weather gets too bad and Raven dies, you can just bring them back.
Hooray,
True.
immortal dog!
Accurate.
True. Sarah's still not risking it.
Fair enough.
She remembers the pain of seeing her die the first time.
With
Fair
that
enough.
in mind, Lily is going to leave Frostbite with Genia.
Good to know.
It's like
But
one of
he's
those things where,
going
like,
to
just because
be.
I come back doesn't mean it doesn't hurt.
Lily's not actually leaving Frostbite because of the danger Frostbite's going to be in. Lily's leaving Frostbite because Lily will lose Frostbite in all the snow.
Absolutely, Lily will actively lose Frostbite and be like, "Excuse me, child, where are you?"
All right, let me roll con save for Diana real quick.
You know, it's actually kind of
17.
funny. If we were low-level adventurers, if we had brought Rocky and Muggsy, we'd have sled dogs.
True. I need to check something. Because I don't think I've started on this. No, I have not.
Fuck, that
She
actually makes
wouldn't
a
have
good
done-
argument.
She wouldn't have done it last night. I'm calculating to see how much of the book Diana has read so far. And let's be honest, she likely hasn't had a chance. So, Thanks for that.
I don't think any of us had a chance yet.
no.
That actually makes a good argument for bringing Raven. Damn it!
I love that gif so much. That is so cute.
It's alright, I can't believe we found your baby pictures.
That being said, I now have to tune Diana to her new stuff. Oh, I did that already! I'm a genius. Oh god, that's right, you guys have a Rod of Resurrection now. Fuck my life. I'm never gonna kill any of you.
Whoa, hey now!
Not
I mean, you
yet.
tried.
Remember, you can always find a way to kill us.
Punk, make me a con save.
Oh no, someone drank Ammon's poison.
No, I'm not for real.
Fucker.
Tar's just gonna casually ask for our health randomly from now on.
I've done it before.
Mm-hmm.
But if there's nothing else, going once, going twice. I need to confirm real quick, Sarah. Are you taking Raven?
Yes.
Okay, got it. All right. With that, there's a flash of light, one that you guys have become quite accustomed to, which is both good and bad because normally you shouldn't have to become accustomed to, transportation of the magical sort, because normally those who do are often put in quite dangerous situations because the world is very dangerous. But you guys disappear in a flash of light, and Theon is left standing in the room. Goes, ooh, hangover's still gone, but light still hurts. Ah.
Poor guy.
For context, Theon rolled a whole 3 on his con save.
Oof.
He is
Just
going
get better medical
through
aid,
it.
forehead.
That wizard con. But you guys, I assume you decked your winter clothes before
yeah.
you guys left.
Yeah.
You guys now in your winter gear. You kind of immediately have to shield your eyes because the light only dims slightly, and as you now look around, there is snow. Oh wait, it's not morning. Shit. I'm getting fucked up with my time zones. You guys arrive, and it does seem like the sun has gone down to an extent. It's not, I wouldn't say it's fully night yet, but it's pretty fucking close. As I can now change the map.
Meh.
Woo!
as we are now
Holy shit.
in Articia. You guys are here in the the town of Bergheim. There is snow everywhere. It's not currently snowing. It looks like it was actually a pretty clear day in terms of weather. But this cold hits you like a fucking truck. Like even with the winter gear you guys have. It is like it's fucking, dare I say, frigid.
Hold on.
Is-
let me.
Is it windy?
It is heckin' windy.
Oh fuck.
Give me a second.
I'm waiting. I'm
There
waiting.
it is.
There what is? Oh, it's fucking windy. Also, now that we're in Articia, I can change the music. Let's see.
Watched her bust out some Valheim OCT.
I was tempted, admittedly.
Yeah. Ooh, I like this.
That's loud.
This is a good soundtrack, my guy.
No one's gonna guess what game this is from. Not a single person will be able to guess what game this is from. But you're welcome to try. But it is fucking cold. However, not as cold as you might have originally thought. There's what underlying this cold is very, like, not consistently, but occasionally there's like a breath of warmth under it. And you're kind of confused by it. Everyone go ahead and make me a perception check.
Okay.
You are currently standing on the docks of Bergheim, which the dock you're currently standing on is a lone, like, fishing dock. You think one, maybe two ships could fit on this this dock at one time, and certainly nothing like galleon-sized.
24.
13.
26.
Doing well. It's
23.
for Rovan. Corey?
Let's do numbers.
Dude, no.
Corey? Oh, there we go.
10.
Everyone except Rovan. You can see that though this town appears to be a quite small, rather quaint fishing village, there is what appears to be machinery kind of scattered all throughout the town. Sorry, my Discord is crashing. Can you all still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Okay. I
Yes.
had
Now
to
we
make
can.
You roboted
You're
a
good.
little bit.
yeah, my Discord was crashing.
You had to twizzle the twazzle.
I did have to indeed twizzle the twazzle.
What was laying
Hit your
around?
modem.
What appears to be like machinery, from what you can tell. Looking a bit closer, you guys can see that's very above game. It's very like cyberpunk-esque, very mechanical. Anyone who passed the perception check who wishes to investigate this tech a little bit closer, go ahead and make me arcana checks. I almost said arcane checks.
Hey, Tart.
Yes.
14.
Because I failed, can I do something else?
Sure. What would you like to do?
22.
I want to make a snow angel.
6.
Okay. So
10.
as you all have taken an immediate interest in this machinery, and this is a small village. This is like maybe 40 people. It's tiny. There are a few houses.
Tiny?
There are a couple buildings that look a bit bigger. One looks like it's maybe like a tavern of sorts. One looks like it's like a general store. Rovan, you go over off of the docks and you immediately just kind of faceplant in the snow. And this snow's pretty deep. Aside from the spots where you can see it's clear, like, a path has been made to go through town, it's pretty deep. Like, it's easily, like, 5 to 6 inches. Just here, even
Ooh.
with this warmth. The rest of you guys looking at this machinery, only Corvin is going to get this. Corvin, you kind of look at this, and it looks like this machinery is harnessing, it appears to be steam coming up from the water, and as well as you look over and you can see other like pipes and machinery is like digging into the ground. Maybe some sort of like underwater steam valve, underground steam valve. That seems to be funneling the steam upwards to give warmth to this village. This is some pretty insane, like, tech going on here.
It looks like they're harnessing some sort of water source to produce steam to keep everything running around here. Might be a hot spring around.
Corvin, with
Yes.
that 22, you also look a bit closer around the town, and you notice that there are lights, but not like torches, like lanterns, similar to like magical lanterns, but very obviously have some sort of like non-magical essence to them. You can presume this might be a result of the steam power as well.
Like, he's actually gonna look at that kind of with like this childlike fascination. Just it apparently also lights the entire town. This is fascinating.
It's strange, is what it is.
Ravon, go ahead and make me a performance check.
Yeah! Performance. 15!
It is actually a very nice snow angel.
As he immediately just goes and goes.
Yes.
Like a cat scuttling, like
Mhm.
after it sees the red dot, just going.
Mm-hmm. So, my question is, where do you guys go? As I mentioned before, looking around town, you have a number of houses. Again, it's a small village. You have a couple larger buildings, specifically 3 larger ones. You have one that appears to be a tavern of sorts. That's the furthest one from where you guys currently are. Seems like a good place for guides. You guys have one that looks like a general store. Might be good to pick up some extra equipment. And then you have one that's the closest to you, kind of like right on the edge of the water. On the edge of the water. It looks like a mixture of like a house / workshop. And you notice that most of this machinery, and I'm just giving this to you guys because you rolled high on your perception checks. A lot of this tech machinery that you're seeing around town, whatever's channeling the steam power system, it seems to be originating from this location, this building. Or at least that seems to be where a lot of it is centered.
Where do you think we should start?
Choice is yours, gang. You have 3 potential locations, or you could just start going around knocking on doors, seeing what people know.
Just burst into each house like it's in Pokemon. Probably a tavern.
Okay. Any objections?
Nope.
No objection.
Does this tavern look warm?
It does.
Then there is no objection.
No objection.
So, about that. So, anytime Foot is like I guess a little extra uncomfortable, Corbin will definitely use prestidigitation to kind of like warm up the one of her scarves or something, or like her hat.
Aw,
Aww.
cute. Yeah, Flit, you are suffering.
Haha, I'm cold-blooded.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hand over the alchemy jug to Flit and go, drink. And I'm gonna choose hot chocolate.
Okay. It is indeed hot chocolate. It is very warm.
Flip is appreciative of being warmed up. As she is just kind of shivering in the cold and pulls the face mask that she has down to just kind of like regularly take sips of hot chocolate as they walk towards the tavern.
Lily will walk alongside Flit, pleadingly looking.
As you guys begin to walk off this dock, you hear what sounds like bells. And you kind of turn around back to the water and see what appears to be a single, decently sized fishing boat coming back to port.
Ooh.
It's nothing huge, and it looks certainly a bit rickety. But you can presume it's a port town. They gotta get fish, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Gotta get that ice fish in there.
But as you guys kind of begin to walk off the dock and a bit closer onto the path kind of leading into town, heading towards this unknown tavern, you do notice that as you walk closer and closer to the center of town, it is getting warmer. The further you get in, the warmer it gets, and eventually you come to what you can determine to be a crossroads of sorts, and in the center there are several of these like glowing, I'll call them pylons, that are just exuding this heat.
Is there any kind of like job board with a posting that says you must construct additional pylons?
Shut the fuck up. I knew you were going to do that. I knew someone was going to do it the moment I said pylons.
I had to make it I had to have it make sense.
We just got it out of the way. It's our obligation. We can move on now.
Yeah.
But you guys move past this unless anybody wants to investigate it.
Flit would definitely like to walk up and kind of like take a look and warm up and also kind of like, I guess, look at it and see if she can kind of understand what's going on here.
Make me an Arcana check.
Natural 20.
Good roll. You kind of going back to what I was given to Corvin. It seems like the steam, some form of steam, is being harnessed into some sort of power. You notice back by the dock a number of like water wheels that are also being utilized in sort of like a recycling system. And this is what you're kind of looking at right now. It's basically just a big ass heat lamp. You get up, like right up on this thing, and it's like it's hot enough to where like you can honestly kind of just completely block out the cold around you, but not to the point where it would be essentially dangerous.
Flit just kind of walks up to this, and you mentioned heat lamp, and I just walk up and I'm like,
Pretty much.
the dopey lizard grin of appreciation going on right here.
Flit, how long do you stand by this heat lamp?
A few minutes. She's if the party moves on, she'll follow, but she'll absolutely linger.
Okay. I'm gonna roll something real quick. Okay. Flit, as you're kind of standing there for a little bit, you begin to hear a slight hissing sound.
She kind of
And
perks up, looks around.
a small, like, pocket of snow under your feet kind of, like, explodes outward, and a very, like, thin geyser of steam, like, shoots up towards you. Please make me a dex save. I'll give you the benefit of Ravon's aura for this.
22.
22. You kind of jump back immediately, like having heard the noise coming, you immediately assume danger. Your fight or flight sense kind of kicks in. You are not going to take any damage.
Whew.
The geyser kind of spews outward for about 10 seconds. And then as you are kind of like debating on what to do, the steam begins to retract and kind of dies down. And it stops.
Flit looks at this this pylon and the steam around it with a look of betrayal. And she just kind of like... I guess she would walk back to the group if they continued onwards.
Okay. You guys keep moving on towards the tavern?
Yeah.
Yee.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys, as you begin to approach this tavern, you begin to hear the faint sounds of music, cheering, some conversation. Diana kind of turns to you all and goes, "Oh, well, that's a decent change. That sounds rather friendly." Do you guys enter?
Yeah.
Cautiously.
Absolutely.
You guys see
As-
that there's no, like, sign or anything to, like, name this tavern. But honestly, in the area you're in, you can presume it probably doesn't need one. You can say the bar in this town and people will know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's that small of a town.
Yeah. Like I said before, this town is maybe about 40 people. It's small. 40 to 50
Yee
people.
small. Fuck me.
Yeah.
Tiny.
Tiny.
Damn.
But as you guys kind of open up the door, there's the ringing of a bell, and a gust of, like, cold air kind of begins to come in after, like, following you, and kind of begin to flow into this chamber. And you see a number of individuals kind of turn and look at you. This town is maybe about 40 people. You've already got about 15 of them in this one building, in this one room. And you see that the music kind of stops for a second as everyone's kind of looking at you. Yeah! As people kind of like cheer and begin to go back to their drinks.
Corbin bows. He's
Flit
used to
gives
this.
the unapologetic energy wave.
You notice a lot of these individuals have with them like heavy winter clothing, but a lot of them have kind of shedded that for this very warm bar interior. You notice a lot of them are quite gruff. A few of them look like they may be fishermen or do something similar to the sort. You notice a couple different species. You notice like an orc individual off to the side, chatting with 3 of his friends. There are, more than anything else, there are a lot of humans here. There are a lot of humans and dwarves, specifically. As you guys kind of begin to shift your way in, you get a number of looks, but nothing really menacing. Kind of like a lot of like, holy shit, there are people sort of looks.
Damn.
And you all eventually hear a voice call out, tourists. Come on by. Have a drink with us. And you look over and you can see a tall human man at the bar with a long scruffy beard and beanie, kind of waving you down. Seems to be the bartender.
This man has nothing but IPAs. I am putting my bets right here.
Do you guys move over to this individual?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. You all begin to walk up to this individual who kind of like spreads himself across the bar a little bit. He goes, "Been a while since we had. Jeez, there's what, 7 of you? And a dog? Whew. Been a while since we had a group your size. Must have caught the short boat here, I guess. But, welcome. Name's Frederick. This is my bar. You want a drink? Just let me know. But I'm sure you guys probably need a nice warm room. So if you're looking for that, 1 silver per. All I ask is that you clean up whatever messes you make in the room.
We'll just need the one.
1 room. My friend, I don't know where you come from, but I think you, I don't think 1 room is gonna fit all of you.
Excuse me, sir. And he just kind of gets, like, uncomfortably close. Trust me when I say that we are flexible.
He's gonna insight you.
Why did you have to word it like that?
I know Corey can hear it.
That's a nat 1. He goes, "Oh, I see what this is. All right, I will ask questions. I will pry.
No.
I will pry."
No, and Corey's
Just-
turning redder by the second.
I appreciate you not shaming our lifestyle, sir.
No.
Sarah's going to punch Corvin in the ribs.
I don't get it.
he-
Why is everybody looking red? Is it
He
that
knows
red?
magic. There's a tent.
Look, I'm not one to pry. You
No.
guys have your secrets.
No.
1 silver for 1 room.
Sarah,
Take a plat and you never speak of this to anyone.
Sa-
Not
Sarah's
even
going-
your partner.
You give
Sarah's
this.
going. Sorry.
Just to clarify real quick, you are giving this man a plat, Corey?
Yes.
He takes it with the fastest hands in the north, and he looks it over. He goes, he bites down on it. Holy shit, that's real? I see. All right. Nobody will hear about this. And he kind of he puts it under his hat.
Corbin, why
Sarah
do I always have to clean up your messes?
Sarah is now going to shove Corvin out of the way and lean on the bar herself.
Howdy.
Look, Frederick, was it? Is that what you said your name was?
Indeed. Frederick's my
Okay.
name. Ale's my game. I came up with that one
We-
just now.
That's actually
Good
pretty
shit.
clever. Well
It's
done.
lovely.
Thank you. Thank you. It
We
gets me
are
more
not.
platinum. I mean, what? No platinum here.
We
Takes a
are
swig
not
of something behind the
together.
bar.
We are not together in that way. The only 2 that are in this party is those 2, and she points to Corey and Diana.
Diana waves.
He doesn't need to know. He's already paid. His
I don't
mouth's
care,
already
I'm
bought
so-
and paid for.
I'm salvaging my own dignity.
Is that what you call it? Sorry, that was Frederick, not Tart.
Yeah, we're not together in that way. What my friend means to say is we're used to sharing 1 room because we've been adventuring together for a while.
Ah, adventurers. Ah, that makes far more sense. I was thinking it was like a freaky, like, polycule thing, and I wasn't gonna judge.
I'm aware. He's going to get
Sounds
punched
like you
for
were
that
judging,
later.
Though. You're
Oh,
judging
no.
a lot more than a 1 plat's worth.
Ouch. Little
maybe we
rude adventurers. Got it.
Listen, not all of us.
Corey Mari squints at Corbin.
Well, if you're adventurers, I presume you probably are looking for information or something, probably hunting some, I don't know, lost criminal or some raging beast. I mean, I don't know what I can help you with, but if you have questions, I mean, Plat's a Plat.
Sarah steps back. Rovan, you're
You
up.
guys have already bought as many drinks as you want for the night. Within reason, of course, we only have so much ale.
It's good. Lifts up his jug. I'm good.
I think that was for information, actually.
Information I can probably do. What are you wishing to be informed about? What sweet whispers can dear Frederick fill your ear holes with?
We need a guide.
A guide. Okay. What,
Yes.
you like aiming to go out into the wastes?
We are looking for 2 specific individuals.
2 individuals, okay? Anything more specific than that, or is that above my pay grade?
Giants, Magni and Modi.
You see him freeze. He goes, "Oh, you're one of those.
I'd like to insight this man.
Go for it. Anyone who wants to."
Sure.
This man's sus.
Super sus.
21.
Double 20.
Double 21.
Come on, 3, 16. Damn it.
17. Can we get an 18?
On the other side.
On the
but
other
no, it's
side.
not.
I'm gonna give Flit advantage specifically because I wanted one.
Yeah!
Only Flit though.
Hooray!
That's 1, 2, 3. Wait, we're missing one.
Correct.
I'm sorry, my cats are fighting and knocking shit over.
What's
about
Kimchi fighting?
Insight check. Kimchi's probably fighting the fucking wall. That sounds like her MO.
20.
20.
There's
Damn it,
20.
we missed the 19. Fuck.
Diana!
Oh,
could've
I can
had a
roll on
flush.
Diana. Hold on, you're right.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on!
Flush,
This
flush,
is like
flush,
the
flush.
stupidest thing
That's
ever.
a 6 on the die, but hold on. Wisdom, or insight is a wisdom stat. No.
Damn.
That's right. I
What
forgot
was
she's
it?
not
Like the-
proficient with wisdom.
This is the stupidest thing ever. Can I roll for Raven to insight?
No. No, you
Damn
cannot.
it.
Dog.
Because
The
Raven
dog.
does not understand proper speech except for specific commands.
Bork.
Like uppies and belly rubs and walkies. But
Don't say walkies.
this is an easy
I'll
check.
remember.
All of you got this. That is the name he was. Those are names he really was hoping not to hear. There's some history there.
Bad history.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no,
Well,
Magni and Modi are not exactly fans of our little town. Not fans of really anyone on our Articia. Not that there are many, to be fair. A lot of them, we get the occasional adventuring party trying to come around and show their stuff, try to take on Magni and Modi, and win or lose, they usually take it out on us.
They take it out on you?
Yeah, they'll. A while back ago, they stole my last shipment of ale. That was fun. That was
Well,
great
that's
for
a-
business.
Well, that is dick move.
Oh yeah, the right cocks.
Proper rooster strokers.
I mean, Magni, I'll admit, not terrible. Magni's kind of the chill one of the two. Modi, though, Modi's an asshole. Moni's the fucking gremlin of the two. Hate that guy. Just look. if you're looking to square up with Magni and Modi, like your kind usually does, and that's not to say anything about your race, that's to say something about you guys being adventurers, just know that there are repercussions to that. And we'd appreciate it. We'd appreciate being left out of it.
Have the actions ever escalated besides theft or, I guess, imposing themselves when they were not wanted?
Not directly, but a lot of the times them trudging about the frozen waste often upsets local wildlife. What wildlife there is. Usually that ends up coming our way.
That actually is a good point. What lives out here? Just so that we are careful.
A lot of wolves. We got some furor deer. What else?
What deer?
Furor deer.
I'm
They're
sorry.
big white, white like the snow. Hard to see, but they got glowing blue eyes. Fantastic meals. Hard to catch if you don't get the drop on them. But good hunt. Good hunt. They're what feed
that
the
sounds
wolves out
majestic.
here.
Making
Also,
notes.
if you upset a pack of them, run. You ever seen a deer bellow out a breath of frost? You don't wanna.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, nasty fuckers. They go and then they breathe out a big breath of ice.
Actually, why am I surprised? My homeland has a lot wilder creatures.
Welcome
That
to
sounds
Articia.
amazing.
Usually it takes we don't have a lot of hunters here. We usually try to get most of our meat from the fish, but on the occasion, it usually takes a couple folk just to bring one of those things down. They're crafty and dangerous. But you're not here to listen to me ramble on about local deer.
Sarah's eyes have drifted to her bow.
You said you're looking for a guide, I guess, to take on Magni and Modi.
At least to get us to them.
Yes.
Prefer we just get us towards the domicile and then properly send themselves back here. We don't want to let Magni and Modi know that we came towards this town specifically, since you said something.
Alright, well, if you want my opinion, you should talk to Kura, and I'll give you that name.
Please and thank you.
Kura is, we don't really have many politics here, but Kura is kind of our de facto leader. You can find her at the workshop by the dock. She's the reason we have all this. Kind of gesturing all around. You feel kind of like you see the light, you feel the warmth coming in on you.
How does that work? I was pretty curious myself.
I'll see if he fucking knows. Let's go for it. That's not terrible. Something about like harnessing the steam under the ground. I don't know how she does it. This is magic to me. But hey, keeps me warm, keeps the ale warmer. Came up with that one too. Hope you like that one.
It's okay.
It's not as good as the other one.
Sarah just stared and confused. I thought alcohol was supposed to be cold.
You want you want warm alcohol when it's cold out, Missy. When you're out on the frozen waters for 12 hours a day. Yeah, you want a nice warm ale. Trust me, it makes a world of difference. In fact, here, round on me. Or, I guess with what you paid on you, but whatever, on me. And he is going to give you a round of warm ale. My question is, who drinks and who does not?
Cora does.
Like, very slowly.
Cora will sip on it.
Flit is going to very
Or drink it all.
very obviously kind of push it back to him and say, why don't you take my share?
Sarah does the same.
Free ale. Oh, you should have. He takes both of them and he puts them behind the bar. Well, he puts one behind the bar and he starts drinking the other. The rest of you, as you start drinking this ale, you feel a very nice, warm sensation down in your belly. You guys are resistant to the effects of cold, as well as cold damage for the next 8 hours.
Ah, that is unfortunate. It is fortunate for me.
But yeah, so you're looking for really anything out here. Shit. Kura's your person. Kura's your girl. Kura.
Good to know. Since we're kind of, I was kind of on the newer side. Is there anything else around here? This feels like you can share or talk about or anything?
Well, if you're planning to head out into the waste, I'd recommend stopping by Beckett's shop. Beckett's got pretty much all you need for winter survival gear. So if there's something you're missing or something you forgot, Beckett's your man. You probably saw the other tall building when you were walking on over here. Taller building. That's his shop.
I think I'll take a visit. Better to be safe than sorry. As I'm looking like, Ralphie from A Christmas Story.
Now, he doesn't have anything extraordinary. He doesn't have like weapons or magic items or anything. But if you're looking to survive in the cold, he's got you.
I would very much like to hear the opinion of this man on the cold.
Also, one last thing. You're going to venture out into the ice. I only have one tip for you. If you see any trees, well, just pretend you didn't.
What?
Care to explain?
Yes.
There are no trees, only shadows that look like trees. You'll see what I mean. Welcome to Articia.
Okay, good to know. Flick kind of looks a little sad that there are no trees. If that's, do you guys have any other ideas or questions? Looks to the rest of the group.
Frederick's drinking the second ale now.
Oh, well, I guess we'll
Sorry,
just...
I'm writing notes.
Ah, fair. I guess we'll just check out our room then.
Alright. Upstairs, first one on the left. You guys enjoy. With whatever you freaky adventurer types do.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
no worries. We know how to
We-
enjoy
A
ourselves.
page of plot to be quiet.
Don't we need a key or anything?
I still don't get it.
He gave you guys a key.
Oh, okay.
Do you guys go up to your room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go upstairs, and the stairs are kind of old. Well, not old, but kind of shambly, rickety. Ravon, you kind of take a second thought for a moment before you go upstairs. Like, I'm not sure if these stairs can hold me, but they in fact do. And as you guys
Yay.
go up, there are 4 rooms above you. 2 on each side of the hall. And he said it was the first one on the left. You go over, take the key, open it up. Door is loud and creaky. And inside the room is quaint. It's nothing. It's certainly not like the rooms you had in Havana Hall or the castle, for a matter, but you figure luxury is a forethought, or not an afterthought here in Articia. It's a room
Well-
that will get the job done.
Well, we can't have that. Corvin will definitely kind of like try and shoo people out of the room, close the door, kind of unfurl his sleeve, and they'll see this very silver-lined, sorry, not silver, ivory carved, like swirling vortex, and he will flick his wrist, cite a couple of incantations, and the door itself will definitely turn a little bit more fancy looking, and he'll cast, finally, Magnificent Mansion.
It's
Ooh.
time!
Yeah!
Okay, store lasts for 24 hours. You cast your magic, and the door, as you mentioned before, turns almost turns into like an ivory frame. Very nice, very posh.
For, I guess, everyone was actually there. The door itself actually looks like a more miniature version of his home, his house from the Feywild. Definitely very floral, like decorated with like some sort of like vines and ivies etched into the door.
If we're going to do this, I'm gonna change our music. Let me see. No, I want something different. That should do it. Hold on. Yeah. Corvin, if you will take it away. This is all you, man.
Alrighty, let me just pop open the Google Sheets.
Oh wait, this might be better.
As everyone enters the mansion, you can definitely see the entryway looks a lot like from Corvin's house as well, back in Novillis. You turn to the left and you see this sitting room and then right in front of you see these like big draping curtains that kind of cover the entryway itself. In the sitting room, you notice there, much like in Novillis, where there was this big portrait of his parents. You actually do see this like big oil painting of Corvin dressed in the exact same outfit as he was wearing at the Winter Gala, sitting in a very like pompously regal chair with one leg propped on his knee. Standing next to him is Aura, dressed in a very formal naval captain's attire, and she is standing next to him, posing with a saber in its scabbard. And then as Corvin actually will walk towards the curtains, kind of unfurl them, and everyone is greeted with a bunch of luminescent figures in butler and maid outfits, ranging from various sizes and heights and, easy way to say it, varying presenting figures. There are very female presenting people wearing butler attires, and very masculine people wearing maid's attires, kind of like a mixture of all those. And that's the entryway, at least. As the curtain parts, everyone will definitely see the open area. Butlers and maids are carrying small drinks and platters. We'll notice this like big, sprawling, winding stairs ahead of them. To the right, what looks to be some sort of dining room, and to the left, some sort of stairway winding down into a basement area. And yeah, this is a Magnificent Mansion. If anybody wants to go anywhere specific, just let me know.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, I'm reading the spell description. Does that mean we can get rid of trash just by throwing it outside of the door? It just disappears into smoke.
I mean, pretty
Yeah,
much.
sure. What else?
Wait, no, hold on. That's the stuff made by this. Well, but if it's trash of food made by this, and the dishes,
Oh, so it's
you
right
could still
about
throw
the-
it out, yes?
Don't worry
Outside
about
the mansion
the
into
dishes.
smoke? I
Don't
know,
worry
but it's
about
like
the
getting
dishes.
rid of like clearing a table. It's like, oh, walk out to the front door, yeet. Table's
Well, let
clear.
me know that the front door, once you go out, you exit into the bar in this circumstance.
Yes, I know, but
Corbin will definitely kind of like give his things to one of the butlers or maids and just kind of instruct them. Just go ahead and send those up to my room, and my companions just can you show them to theirs? As he kind of just like gestures towards his friends.
What do the servants look like?
As I mentioned earlier, there's a varying mixture of body types and whatnot. Essentially, just think of them as like walking clothing.
That's more what I was thinking of, like what they were physically.
Yeah.
Walking suits.
Yeah, walking suits. Some of them look. Some of the people in the butler's attires look masculine, or some of them look feminine. Same with those in maids' attires. It's almost like someone hit random on a character generator.
Mm-hmm. Okay. With that,
And yes, there is one buff maid looking person.
hell yeah. With that, I presume you guys would like to explore.
Yeah.
Floor is yours, guys. For the sake of this, Joe's DM now.
Let's gonna run up the staircase.
As Flit runs up the staircase, she will notice a bunch of very fancy-looking doors. There are placards next onto every single one of them, written in common. As she goes up to each and single one of them, they will have a specific person of the party's name, as well as one that just says the study.
Her interest peaked. She's going to poke her head into the study.
Imagine a 2-story tall, like, personal study. There is a kind of like this circular lounge couch towards the near a fireplace that's burning this like purple fire. A bunch of like easy chairs kind of around, and chart for the at least for the books on the shelves. Would that be like everything that he's ever read, or like would that just be like random volumes?
I'd say for the sake of the spell, it specifically has to be things that you have read.
Yeah, and so everything on the walls are pretty much things involving music or how to schmooze, politics.
Nargomancy tome.
No,
I know.
that was purposefully deleted.
There's just a book that's completely blank for no reason. We don't know why.
Don't know why.
Yeah, pretty much. It looks tattered and everything, but no words are on it. You also notice there looks to be a small door, but it looks to be like, for a bathroom there. Also appears to be a servant there with next to a water cooler and a hot chocolate stand, because why not at this point?
Ooh.
We'll kind of look at the books a little bit and make a note of it for later. She's going to she looks at the books actually, and she kind of takes a look around. It's like, this seems familiar. She smiles a little bit and then heads back on out.
Anybody else wanted to? I'm sorry, Tart.
No, you're good. Dia would stop you, Corey, Corvin and go, God damn it, y'all. You two fuckers.
Consistency.
Dia would stop you, Corvin, and just go, I have to know. Is there a sauna? Or a pool or something?
I knew it. I was about to ask.
Oh, my dear Diana. For those who are curious, please follow me.
Oh,
And he will lead them downstairs.
gladly.
Yep.
Sarah's going right after him.
Lily follows very excitedly.
Hey guys, if you were worried about what you were gonna do for like, I don't know, in the next 8 hours.
Yeah.
As Corvin leads everyone down, the basement actually down the winding set of stairs. It comes out to this like half circle with like a floral pattern. There are 4 doors on each sides of the wall, and then Corvin will open up this sliding door into a very Japanese-style changing room. All right, if you're all curious, just go ahead and get changed in here. The pool and the sauna are kind of right next to each other through this door. Just make sure you wash up beforehand, and the hot tub should be right next to the hot spring as well.
Diana looks like somebody just handed her $1,000. I am not now, as we have things to do, but I am going to be utilizing this later. Oh, thank you so much. Oh,
I've been working on this for way too long.
Sarah's looking around like, we didn't even bring swimsuits.
Oh well.
Oh well.
Oh no, says Diana.
Sarah, it's not. To be fair, it's not like none of us have seen each other naked before. It's literally just a physical body.
Oh no, skinny dipping. Oh, what will you do?
True, but
Wait a minute.
some of us still value modesty.
Ravon grabs Corvin.
Towel, robe. She goes to a servant. Can you find someone to stitch together a sort of
Woman.
towel, camisole, shirt?
Where is the pantry?
Pausing on that for a second, Rovan. Corey, the servant kind of looks at you and kind of gives like a salute and then scurries off.
I was gonna say, Corey will also notice that there are like towels inside of these cubbies on the wall. There's like
Exactly.
towels inside of each basket.
Rovan, your pantry.
Yes.
Question. Frost, is he like, is Ravon pretty much just like having Corvin in like a big old hug and he can't like get out of it?
Yes. There is a big, gentle hug. I'm not crushing your spine.
Yet.
Yet.
Yeah.
Well, if you take me upstairs, I can definitely point it out to you.
I'm going to carry this Eladrin like I'm a fucking bachelor and go, lead.
Princess style?
Yes.
Would Corvin allow princess style carry?
The back of his hand is resting on like his forehead, and he looks very dainty, just like resting in his arms. Oh, my prince in shining armor.
Kieran would be so jealous right now. Says Diana.
So would Aura.
True.
It's a bro thing.
It's a what?
It's a bro thing.
Oh.
Bros let bros carry them as if they're dainty maidens.
I was like, what the fuck is a brothing?
What's Shaka, bro?
Like, BROTHING. Brothing.
Yeah, we're brothing.
I'm brothing the soup right now.
So,
What's up,
Corvin
bro?
will lead Ravon past the dining room, in past the kitchen, and like he will open a door into the kitchen, and the pantry itself doesn't really look all that impressive. But what kind of catches Rovon's eye is what appears to be a wheel of cheese that looks a little unusual. Do you take a little bit of a peek at it?
Yes.
It looks like it's made out of wood.
Look into it.
Can we roll investigation on it?
Yeah, sure. Yes, go for it.
Oh boy, I can't wait to punch this thing.
Yeah,
Cheese
good
mimic
luck.
finally comes back to haunt you.
3!
That's a weird freaking thing of cheese.
Most cheese is
Upon
Buddha. This is the bad of cheese.
So, upon seeing Rovon's confusion, Corbin will definitely like appear next to him using face step, and grab the cheese, turn it like a doorknob, and he will open it up to a not as big as it was in his own home, but a pretty decent sized cheese room.
There is an actual tear running down Rovon's right side of his cheek. As you hear in Giant. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, there's like a nacho cheese fountain, shells with various cheeses all across the wall, various like chips and like breads and whatnot to dip inside of the inside of the nacho cheese fountain.
It's at this
You
point.
had Lily at the carbs.
It's at this point Rovon just looks to Corvin and just Corvin.
Yes.
He then goes for the most violently happy brotherly hug that he can possibly go. The Spine Snapper 3000.
Pop my back, thank you.
Now, if you excuse me, I have a duty to complete. He immediately pushes Corvin out of the way, closes the door, and you just hear the sound of whirring. What I can only describe as whirring teeth, as he is basically now going to town on all this cheese.
Diana kind of leans over to you, Corbin. Should we like come and get him at the end of the tour?
He will eventually find the stairs that lead up to his room from the cheese room. He's fine.
Oh, that's clever. Where to next, gang?
Lily, Sarah, Corey, is there any place that you would like to go?
Sarah's staying
no,
at
this is
the
where
pool.
I was gonna suggest was the sauna.
I kind of want to see the room. We can sauna later
Yeah.
after we do our things, but I kind of want to see the room.
Oh no, yeah, no, I was just saying that was what I was suggesting. We already kind of talked about it, so continue.
All right, he will.
Lead us.
Lily, is that where you would like to go to?
Yes.
Excellent. I made these special for every single one of you. So, if you follow me, he will lead them upstairs and kind of show everyone to their doors.
I have
what
a
should I
question.
roll?
I have a question.
Yes, go for it.
Do Corey and Diana have different rooms, or do they have one room?
Why would they have separate rooms?
That's what I thought, but I had to make sure.
Because not all couples have to sleep together.
If they
They
fight.
don't,
It's,
or if they just don't want to.
Sure.
I mean, I don't sleep with my partner sometimes.
that's fair,
Sometimes
but
you
like,
want a bed to yourself.
I don't sleep with my partner all the time. Anyways, sorry. I
just
was
wanna
making
give
a
you
joke
a-
and then I realized I was really sad.
I was gonna say, I just want to give you a hug and say it's going to be okay.
That's fine.
So, should I roll a d4, seeing who gets the description first?
Do you let me see. There's what, 6 of you?
Technically 3, but yeah.
There's 5 because I'm not included. Roll a d6, and if it lands on Rovan, we'll just say that that's when he finds his room.
1, 2, 3. All right, so Lily's first.
Hey, yo.
All right, so for Lily, when she opens up her room, it's almost like it's like this little getaway that's like nestled inside of like a bush. The walls are completely covered in leaves from the look and feel of it. Like, you go and touch the wall, it looks like you're brushing your hand against actual fern leaves. The ground itself looks like it's the carpet itself looks like it's completely made out of grass. Looking towards the center of the room, you see this big Alaskan king-sized bed, and it's in a circular shape. You look actually towards one of the walls, that's kind of looking like it's looking dead center towards your bed, and you see this giant 10-foot sized oil painting. The painting itself is of Genia. She looks like she's sitting in a chair, wine glass in hand, and appears as though she's wearing nothing but ribbons covering herself. Whether or not it's bodily accurate is kind of up to Lily.
So for the record, I haven't heard any of these either, so this is also my first experience with this, and I'm loving it.
Lily just stares very gaily. Just the look on her face is just pure bliss.
Yeah, no, when Joe has been like updating the doc, he has a doc for this as we've been going along, and I've been
I am
reading.
not memorizing any of this.
Yeah, I've read up on everything except for y'all's rooms, because I wanted that to be a surprise for me.
I fucking love this.
Was it everything you hoped for?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes. The reactions are fueling me right now. Although, I'll get to the bathrooms as well, mostly because all the bathrooms look the same for each room. As Lily goes to inspect the bathrooms, they're very similar to those back at the castle. The tubs themselves look like they could fit about 2 people Rovan sized, and yes, they are hot tubs. And then in the room itself, there looks like to be a chute, like this like little circle that looks to be about your size, Lily. Where it goes, you don't know right now. The showers actually have a shower head that's actually affixed to the ceiling in like this downpouring like rain kind of shower head. And yeah, pretty much that's in everyone's rooms.
Lily just breathlessly just goes, this is beautiful.
Alright, let's see who goes next. Yep. Rovan. So, Rovan, you definitely see there is like a staircase inside of the cheese room. As you, when you finish up, as you like kind of do you like walk up it?
Yes, I should also clarify. It's about 5, 6, 7 cheese wheels impaled on a Tempest Bane as I'm eating off of it.
Yeah, like you can tell, like as you like ascend up the ladder, it is big enough to where you could carry like another 7 wheels like on your back. This was made with you and your habits in mind. And as you walk up, it's odd. You ascend up the stairs and you kind of turn a corner, and the floor goes from like the usual wood to this white marble. And as you enter in the room, it's almost like you're going into a very like Grecian inspired like suite. On one of the walls, it looks like you're looking out on a bay. Um, Yeah, and like near your bed is actually 4 marble white pillars that have that have your house's colors kind of draping like across them. You look, and for your portrait, it's of Kieran. She appears to be sitting in some sort of grotto, wearing a toga whilst in a pond. You would definitely remember a story of a hunter and one of your gods, Artemis. It seems to be some sort of recreation of that scene. She does have a little bit of a shocked and kind of nervous face, but almost as if expecting, like she was expecting you to come by.
Aww.
And that is
That's
for
cute as heck.
fun.
That's adorable.
So we got 1, 2. I'll just do a D4 since we only have 3 left. Alrighty, Flip.
Hi.
As you open your door, it looks like you stepped into this little getaway in a forest. Much like Lily's, the floor seems to resemble fresh cut grass. With your bed, it looks to be surrounded by these nice oak trees. The leaves on top kind of forming. No, that's not how I read it. The tops of the leaves are kind of like providing like some sort of like shade, and it feels like this like nice rustling wind is just kind of breezing through. And for your portrait, it's of Reno. Reno seems to be in very earthly robes with parts of his chest a little exposed. He seems to be tending to some animals with a very content and warm look about him. And a very small lizard just hanging on his shoulder. He's got like a little gecko smile and his little tongue's hanging out.
Flet's going to admire the room and get on over to the painting and like, oh, Toshi, it's you. And point to the small lizard.
Toshi does the smile in the painting.
Okay. Now 2 left to go. Gonna go Corey, Evans, and Sarah Odds. Alright, Sarah's up next. So for Sarah, it looks like you've stepped into a very riverfront looking area. Much like Lily and Flitz, the carpet appears to be some sort of grass. But there does to be like a little bit of a very apologies, I'm trying to translate my own writing here. And then as you kind of look in, for your portrait, it appears to be a log cabin near a river bend, at least a somewhat recreation. It's probably not a one-to-one to your previous one. In the front of it, there appears to be a family of wolves. 3 big wolves and 2 smaller ones. Well, 3 big ones, 1 medium-sized one, and a very small one. 2 of them, one appears to be male, one appears to be female, are kind of resting next to each other near this little porch swing. They both appear to be laying down, watching the younger 2 wolves kind of play. The middle one appears to be sitting down, watching as well, with a very familiar-looking grin. The medium-sized wolf has a lot of blue accents to the fur, playing with a very small-looking wolf itself. Everyone seems to be content and happy.
I'm trying to figure out who each of the wolves is, and I'm failing.
The two big wolves that are resting near each other are your mom and father. The one that's sitting on the porch by himself, it appears to resemble a little like Weston. The wolf with the blue accents is you, and the wolf you're playing with is Raven. It's like dead on Raven.
Okay. That's what I thought, but I wasn't sure.
Raven starts barking. No, I'm just kidding.
And
Sarah
now-
looks like she's going to cry.
Again, apologies. You can definitely tell that the cabin itself is not one-to-one from how you remember it. A lot of embellishments look like it was there wasn't a lot of embellishments, but it seems to be somewhat similar.
Sarah still looks like she's going to cry.
And now, last but not least, we have Corey and Diana. When they enter their domicile, it appears as though they stepped into a desert-like oasis. The floor itself appears to be some sort of sand, but it kind of feels like sandstone. Around the bed, it looks to be these palm trees that are kind of like linking together. The bed itself actually looks a little watery blue, as if like it's like an oasis hidden inside of this desert. And as they look towards the same wall, they will see with their portrait, they will see Diana playing with Nexus in a pond. Diana kind of holding one hand to Nexus, and in her other hand, she's holding Cedric's. As Cedric's is actually reaching out towards, essentially towards camera view.
Diana seems to be tearing up a little bit looking at this painting, and she looks at you and just goes, "It's lovely. Thank you."
Corey's a little, not a little miffed, but not like actually angry. It's like, thank you, Corbin.
He smiles, and he'll just kind of put the last couple of things in his own room and just kind of mosey on. Since everyone's wanting to go towards like the pool area, he'll just kind of mosey on down there.
Do we get to see what your room is like? Do we get a description of your room? Or is that perhaps for a future time?
If everyone's curious.
I'm curious.
For Corvin, it appears to look like some sort of beachfront penthouse suite. Nice wooden panels align the floor itself. But as you like take steps in certain areas, the floor itself creaks like an old ship. The walls itself look like a endless ocean surrounding the space. And around the pillars of the bed just appear to be simple marble pillars itself, with little green curtains kind of draping on them. And on Corvin's wall, it's a painting of him and Ara. The couple are dressed up in their winter gala attires. For at least Ara's, it definitely looks like hers was put back together and not all tattered like how the scene happened originally. And as they are dancing, it looks like there is like this sweeping line of musical notes and lines just surrounding them.
Above game, I love that imagery.
Yeah, and that's everyone's room, so I hope everyone enjoyed.
Oh, it's so cool.
You put so much work into this.
Months of work.
Yeah, he did. He messaged
Thank
me
you.
about this shit, I don't know what, like 6 months ago, maybe, Joe?
Something like that.
This has been in development for a long fucking time.
Can we just get a props for how much work and love went into this?
Applaud this man.
Thank you.
Applaud this
I
man.
can't because that requires push to talk for people to hear.
I will do it for you.
I mean, I could do it, but that's because my push to talk is on my mouse.
True. But with that being said, what do you guys do? Do you take a few moments to sort of take all of this in, or do you guys, after maybe go and spend a bit of time in the sauna, or do you perhaps continue on with your current responsibilities and go and seek out Kura? The choice is yours.
Sarah's jumping in the pool.
Well, okay.
Pool time!
Lily wants to go in the sauna.
Everyone else?
All right, I am just scrolling down real quick. All right, since Sarah says she wanted to go to the pool first, as she kind of enters in the area, are you? This is going to be a very awkward question, but are you changing out of your normal stuff?
I would say yes.
Okay. Well, as you enter in the area, you would definitely see there like a full Olympic-sized pool area. In the corner, there appears to be a wave pool. Not really terribly too big, and there's like a couple of lap pools along the side of it. Towards the deep end, there are 3 diving boards of varying heights, one at normal, one at 5, and then the tallest one appears to be 20 feet above the water. Towards the shallow end, there does appear to be like various like floaties, boogie boards, pool noodles, inner tubes. And also on another side of the wall, there is this rock climbing wall. And for the sauna, as Lily walks in, there does appear to be 2 levels of benches. And in the middle of the sauna itself, there appears to be a sand pit. So it's a pretty standard sauna, just little big. Looks like it can hold about 10 people. But yeah.
Okay. It sounds like you guys are participating in the sauna and pool. Am I correct?
For a bit.
Yeah.
You guys spend a little bit of time kind of getting out of the cold weather for a bit, and you do spend more than a few moments in the pool and sauna. But you guys do have some things that you do need to get done. The pool is not going anywhere, not for 24 hours. So, I presume, unless anybody has anything else they wish to do.
Yeah, Flint would definitely be willing to go and talk to a few people about town before
Okay.
ultimately coming back here.
Okay.
So, can Corey join since we're all doing sauna time for a little bit?
Yeah, you guys feel free to do this while the rest of the group does sauna time if you want.
Oh no. Well, I didn't want to miss on sauna time, but I wanted to do that.
Oh, okay. It can be after. It's fine. The
I was gonna
sauna's
say,
also not going anywhere.
I was gonna say we have this up for a full 24 hours. We can literally do just about it.
A reminder that you guys are likely going to have to wait overnight, and so you're going to have like an 8-hour period of time to do whatever the fuck you want.
Fuck yeah!
So
So we can.
We're gonna party!
So we can
We
talk
just
to
partied.
yep.
Party
we can
again.
talk to Kura and then come live in
Luxury.
luxury.
Yeah.
Yes.
For a day.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we live in Semi anyway because we live in the castle, but some of us do.
Yeah.
Huh.
To be fair, this is like full on y'all are being spoiled.
Yeah.
Treat
Also,
yourself.
everyone except Flit, go ahead and make me some Arcana checks.
Wait, who all?
Everyone except Flit.
Oh.
Should I?
15.
Okay.
No, I'll say no for Corbin.
Okay,
I
okay.
suck at Arcana, but yeah, fuck it. I'll do it.
10.
10.
3.
That makes sense.
I don't understand the
Dirty
thing.
20?
Only Kore gets this. This feels incredibly similar to what you've seen, and Corvin, don't worry about it because you already know what this is. But Kore, you feel that this is incredibly similar to Reno's room.
I'm writing notes. Okay.
But with that, let me go ahead and change our music again. As you guys exit the interior of the tower and back into another warm, comforting interior of inside the Bergheim bar. I have seem to have lost my music. Where the fuck it? There it is. But you guys quickly exit once again into the cold. You leave out from the bar and move into the cold. It's not, again, as cold as you expected it to be, but you can only imagine what it's like going outside of town. It's Bad Omen. It's as comforting as it is foreboding. But some of you guys wanted to stop and talk with people in town. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. What specifically? Did you want to knock on doors? Did you want to talk with people in the bar? Did you want to go to Beckett's shop?
I know Flit wanted to go to Beckett's shop.
Okay.
Cora didn't have any idea, so she'll follow to the shop.
Okay. Is it safe to assume the entire group is going in the shop at this point?
Sure.
Sure. I mean, because I assume we'll talk to Kura afterwards.
Okay. Beckett's shop is on the way to Kura's.
Yeah, figured.
Okay. You guys stop at Beckett's shop. As you all, it does kind of look like the shop is beginning to close down for the night. But it does. You can see that there is a tall individual behind the counter that you can see through one of the windows. And as you guys kind of open up the door, again, big creaky door, little bell up on top that kind of rings as you enter. You see behind the counter a huge, like, not big, but tall, fur-bulg man. Like deep blue skin, like a sort of like magenta hair. He turns to you all and he goes, "Ah, hello, welcome. Welcome to my shop. My name is Beckett. You all don't look like you're from around here."
Hello, you'd be correct.
Well,
We just kind of came into town.
just came into town.
Mhm.
And you see he kind of looks out one of the windows to see the one fishing boat out there. And he goes, "How? Did you come in from Freyfell?"
Freyfell?
"Yeah, another city in the bay. We're kind of the only two real, like, civilizations here on on the bay."
Oh, no. We just kind of showed up.
"Oh, well. Welcome, I suppose. First time in Articia.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you're venturing out into the wastes, which, judging by the look of some of you," he says, looking at all your armor and things. "Also, J-Frost, I love you very much. I am going to strangle you."
What's the matter?
The clicking, my man.
Oh, my
Yeah, you're not on
apologies.
push to talk.
My apologies here. Sorry. Forgot to switch it back.
You're fine. But he looks to you all and is kind of seeing, like, your weapons and armor. He goes, "Adventurers, adventuring types.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you're venturing out into the wastes, you won't find anything better than Beckett's. Please, come right on in. Take a look around. If you have any questions, I am willing to answer. If you have any thing you wish to buy, I am here at your service. But I do ask that you not take an extraordinary amount of time. I am actually closing up for the night."
Okay. Well, I had, at least a few questions.
I can
So
answer
we were-
questions.
well, maybe purchases depending on the questions. So, we knew ahead of time we were coming here, but it's a little different from someone who's telling us about it to someone who actually, lives here. Um, what might we expect if we were to venture out into the wastes, as you said?
Well, that depends. Where exactly are you going? I assume you're likely hunting something or looking for something, right? You're venturing
Uh-huh.
out into the wastes? Adventuring
We are.
types?
We're looking for a pair of giants.
Ah, what are those? I see.
Do you guys get that a lot? That's the second time we got that response.
It's...
It's a little worrying.
We get a group of looking for Magni and Modi about once every year or two. We've kind of gotten used to it. It's really the only time people come around. Tourists, adventurer types like yourselves come around asking questions. It's not our favorite topic, but I understand that you all have your own things to do. As for Magni and Modi, as far as I know, they live out in a place called Frorholt, and that is here on the map. Hold on, let me mark it on my... There. I am also, if you will give me 1 second, I can give you the... Where is it? Where is it? Where the fuck is it? Where is it? There it is. Frorholt. It used to be a, well, as the rumor goes, it's now the ruins of a old civilization. But now it's, well, just the ruins of time forgotten. Supposedly, that's where they live out in. That's where they plant their axes and whatnot, plant their swords.
Let's see. Are they, how far away would Forholt be?
If you're going by sled, I'd say less than a day. But by foot, depending on weather, that's probably 3 days, maybe. Give or take, depending on how well the weather holds.
Okay.
But if you can get some sleds, but I'm gonna be honest, group your size, I doubt that's possible. If you can get a sled and some dogs, you can get out there in a few hours.
Flit very intentionally does not look at Raven.
Corey looks at Flit. Does that mean us?
Let's not think about that for now. I really hope that. Let's not think about that now.
He's gonna insight you. Oh, magic types.
Yeah, we might be able to fit in for the role of the dogs, but we'll talk about that another time.
Mm-hmm. Corey
I have a
nods, her
question.
hair very stiff. If you look at her,
You've got.
not moving. The first time, actually, really, that her hair's not moving.
You know why your hair isn't moving?
Yes,
It's frozen
because she
stiff.
feels cold.
What'd you say, Joe?
Because it's frozen stiff.
Yeah, it's because she's got frosted tips.
Ice,
God
ice, baby.
fucking damn it.
That was a good joke. You hush.
Boo!
It was
I
pretty
liked
good.
it.
It was pretty
I
good.
liked it.
I liked it too.
That was pretty good.
But for the sake of my own dignity, I have to boo it. My self-respect.
But as Flick kind of looks on over to Corey, they kind of share a knowing look of, oh, I really hope not. Flick just kind of turns back. So, A sled and some dogs. Potentially for travel.
I don't know how likely you are to find that out here, though. Us folk here in Bergheim really need the use of our sleds. I doubt anyone's gonna put those up.
I see. I have another question.
I probably have another answer.
Um, do you know what I kind of am? She just kind of like takes off her head and shows herself a little bit.
Let me roll for him. Well, you got the scales like a dragonborn, but you don't seem to have the same physiology. So, no, I don't believe I do. I'm terribly sorry.
That's okay. I'm a lizard folk.
Right. Sorry, I've been up here longer than I seem to think.
No, that's okay. And there's a, I don't want to go on a long talk about the difference between lizard folk and dragonborn, but the only one that's super important here and right now is I'm cold-blooded.
Say no more. And he turns around and he pulls out what kind of looks like an ice pack. Special little item made by Adair Kura, mainly for the fishermen while they're out on the water, but this should suit you just the same. And he puts it in your hand, and it feels firm, like a gel pack, but it just feels kind of normal. But then you notice as you continue to like mess with it and squeeze it more, it gets warmer. Warmer.
Oh.
Get a couple of those, wrap them around your belly, just kind of mess with them a little bit, warm you right up.
Oh, I'd love to have some of these.
Excellent.
Several. Many.
Well, I only got so many. I got... He says pulling out his dice. From the looks of it, I got about a dozen of them. I'm willing to give them to you for, we'll say, silver apiece.
Done. And she puts down 12.
Okay. Go ahead and put down 12 warming gel packs. Or heat packs is probably easier.
Hand warmers.
Hand warmers.
How many for you, Corey?
She'll hand you 6. And then she'll hand 2 to Diana, 2 to Corvin.
Ravon doesn't need any. Ravon
To
and Lily,
Lily.
I love you guys so much, they don't need any.
Okay, then
Thank
she'll keep
God.
Oh,
four
wait.
for herself.
Lily, you don't have your boots anymore, do you?
I'm not attuned to them.
All right, she'll hand 2 to Lily.
Okay, 2 to Lily.
Lily
Which that
takes
is a
them
thing.
gratefully.
You guys, let it be known, you guys do have a set of boots of the Winterlands that nobody's using.
Oops. Corey looks down. I need 2 more, actually.
Unfortunately, I'm plumb out. You can ask.
No, not you.
Oh,
Flit.
Flit, you got 6.
I might die.
You know what? Valid response. For above game 4 should be fine.
Yeah, I'll hand over 2.
Thank you.
So I
Take a
presume
look
it's
at-
2 to everyone except Ravon then, yeah?
Sounds like it.
You know what? Hold on, let me check something. Yeah, I think she'll do it for the sake of this. Diana is going to, for the sake of this, if nobody else wants them, eyes emoji, is willing to forego the heat packs and just attune to the boots of the Winterlands for this trip.
We have time for it.
You do have time for it, but I want to make sure that everyone's cool with that before I put them on here.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. She's going to unattune from her Swordbreaker breastplate, which doesn't affect her armor class. I don't think. Breastplate is 16, right?
14 plus her dex.
Correct.
Okay, so she goes down to 15, which... That's right, because it's +1 armor. So she goes down to 15, which is fine. And then she's going to attune to the boots of the Winterlands. I'm just going to go ahead and give it to her. So, Diana's not going to need heat packs then. So if you want to divvy those out to the group as well.
Cora will just hold on to them, but if you need them, ask.
Sounds good. I do kind of like the fur with my clothing. She says, kind of looking at the boots. Kind of posing with them.
Cute.
Yeah, they do look good on you. As opposed to... And she kind of looks down to her feet, which are clawed and would rip the boots.
Sorry, Flat.
Mm,
You know, I ain't no fancy magical boots, but I do actually have something that may work for you if you want. Looking at you, Flip.
Hmm?
Right here. And he goes into the back, and you can kind of hear him talking out to you as he's messing with something. Couple years back, there was a large Goliath folk that was out here working. He ended up going to Freyfell, and from there he ended up catching ship and heading out. But before he left his old work boots.
Oh?
And as he kind of comes back, you see he's carrying 2 large boots, big boots, and he sets them on the table. I figured either your Goliath friend could fit them, or with... And kind of looking at your feet again. It could probably fit you, too. Might take a little squeezing, but... Squeezing's better than freezing.
You know what? That's a good catchphrase.
Thanks, I thought of that just now.
You should market it.
So
He sees her stroking his chin. Maybe I will.
Flit is absolutely going to try on the boots to see if they fit.
You'll have to kind of work into them a little bit. You'll have to break them out a little bit, but they do fit. They are big boots.
Yeah, she'll absolutely purchase these for use.
He'll give them to you for they are old work boots. They're not in the best condition, but they'll do. He'll give them to you for 8 copper.
I'll give him a silver.
Thank you kindly.
Just a little for the information and for going to help me out.
I do also recommend, if y'all are gonna start walking out in the snow out there, I recommend maybe getting y'all some attachments for your boots, some snowshoes, keep you from getting slowed down in the snow. And he kind of gestures up onto the wall, and you can see the fucking almost tennis racket looking ass fucking snowshoes,
yeah.
attachment for snowshoes. You wanted to sell them to you, silver a pair?
So that would be 7 pairs then.
Yes. So it'd be 7 silver. Well, 6, because Diana doesn't need them, because the boots of the Winterlands are actually built for that.
Then I will put down 6 silver.
Okay. You guys can go ahead and add snowshoes to your inventory. Yeah, no, it's a small detail about the boots of the Winterlands, and I'm going to apply it to this. They have, spikes on the bottom of them. The bottoms of them. They got, the treads. It's neat.
Having had to wear breads on my boots for old job of mine, yeah, those things are lifesavers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, check it.
Oh yeah, those ones.
Yeah. Anything else I can get for you fine folk? Got some extra rations if you need them. Never know how hungry you gonna get out in the cold.
We should be fine on food.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
I think that's everything that I wanted to know. Other than like any other general tips you may have for, just traversing the environment.
Don't lick any rocks. Get your tongue stuck. Also, keep your blaze sheet, because what I recommend is that you wrap a nice cloth around your swords, keep them from freezing inside the sheath. Above game, I don't know if that's a real survival thing, but believe it or not, I've never had to take a sword in the cold before.
Hey, I have a question.
A me question or a him question?
Kind of both, actually.
Okay.
Do you have a small pack? Like, very tiny small pack?
You do see like a backpack or just like a side pouch?
Like a side pouch.
And you would see that there is like a small cabinet that has some pouches in there.
I'd like to pick one up.
Quite fine leather working, it looks like.
I do love quality leather.
Mm-hmm.
So, Flit would like to purchase one.
As you bring
Do
the... Go ahead.
Do they happen to fit some of these gel packs?
They would, actually. You'd be able to fit probably max 3 of them.
Okay.
But as you kind of bring up the pouch, it goes, you got an eye for the finer things. I mean, those myself. Done a lot of leather working back in my day.
Oh, these look fantastic.
Thank you so much. That warms my heart. You know what? You all have been so gracious to me. I'm willing to give you that one for free.
Well, thank you.
Of course.
Flit is going to take out 2 of her gel packs and put them in the bag specifically.
Okay.
And she's going to say, now, he can't exactly wear clothes, so this will hopefully be a little better for him. And she is going to make a nice toasty place for Toshi.
Oh, that's cute.
That's adorable.
The moment you started saying that, the image hit me, and I was like, "Oh fuck, that's cute."
Fuck
And he
yeah,
has like a
Toshi has
little,
his own
little tiny little slit for him to peek out if he wants.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love it. That's adorable.
But that, I believe, is all the business that Flit had.
Okay. Anyone else?
No, I'm good.
Going once? Going twice? Okay. As you guys begin to file your way out, he's kind of like finishes closing up the shop behind you guys, and he kind of waving to you, goes, "Good luck with whatever adventure you're fitting to do. Don't recommend doing it out at night, but I hope you all have a good one all the same."
Thank you.
Kind of nods, and he closes and locks the door behind you, flips the sign around. You guys, I assume, finish making your way over to Kura's, correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. At this point, the sun has fully gone down. It is probably at this. It honestly probably would have fully gone down while you guys were in the mansion, Corvin's magnificent mansion. But it's probably now at this time, probably around 7 to 8-ish. It's kind of hard to gauge time here, but probably roughly around that. But you continue on your way, and you make your way over to Kura's. And as you guys pull up, I think that is a perfect time to take a break. How's it sound?
Burke time.
Sounds good to me, Chief.
Break time. Put on some music, and no, I'm not doing elevator music tonight.
Aww.
Another time. But thank you all for being here so far. We're gonna take a bit of a break, and I need to pee. I know that
I need to get a sippy.
a sippy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go muddle some blackberries and make an Italian soda.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
I'm gonna probably top off my water. Probably a good idea. And I'm gonna go pee. So BRB.
I gotta go take out recycling. BRB.
So, for those who are still here, this is a reminder. John Moxley is a fucking animal and a sick fuck. That is all.
Sounds like there's some fun times to be had over there.
Have you ever smashed another man's hand with a brick while using another brick? Yeah. That's all I gotta say. Alright, I will gush one more thing. Yeah, a fork was used. That's all I will say.
Oh. That man will never catch a break.
Oh no, this was on to Hangman, by the way.
I don't care.
Yeah,
The
neither
fact
did-
that
neither did
those
Brick.
that those were even involved is enough.
Yeah.
like- Yeah, those may have been done to Hangman, but I'm pretty sure Hangman has done equally bad to him.
He wrapped barbed wire around his abdomen and did a freaking Arihara moonsault onto Mox. Also power bombed him onto two conjoining chairs, spine first. So yeah,
God.
they are trying to kill each other. So yeah, pay-per-view's been going well.
Good to hear it. I have not been keeping up.
I missed the trios match because I was narrating, so I couldn't pay attention, obviously. But this match was okay. I think there's still like 4 matches after this. 3? I want to say 3. I'm definitely gonna watch this back tomorrow night.
By the by,
Yeah.
good shit with that mansion. That was great.
Thank you. It's like Tart said, I've been working on it for a long time now, and I was never going to be able to like memorize all of this, so I had to put all my thoughts down onto a Google Doc. And there's still more surprises to be had. There's still 3 more doors left in the basement, and y'all are definitely going to be treated to a meal.
Understandable. By the by, which one of those doors has the mind demon behind it?
You'll have to find out.
Gotcha.
The trauma room is somewhere down in the basement. I can't remember which exact area.
I'll keep an eye out for any pendulum-looking scythes. Real talk, though, I know what Flet's gonna do once we get back to the room, and it's super boring.
Sauna?
Nope. I mean, there'll probably be time for sauna, but
Get a nice sweat going.
do lizards sweat?
I have no idea. Molt?
To Google.
Yeah? Go for it.
Yeah, they don't sweat, which is one of the reasons why being cold-blooded is such a bad thing. There's no
Oh.
temperature regulation.
So you would just feel the heat, but you won't really expel anything.
Correct.
Gotcha.
That's okay. We can safely ignore that part for the sake of fun sauna shenanigans.
Yes.
I will say that my super boring thing involves you.
Oh, is the books?
Yup. I'm thinking about doing our first book club tonight.
We do have a very circular couch next to a fire to kind of be nerds next to.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the one thing I did forget to mention about the library itself, not only did it have,
Hello.
sorry. One thing I forgot to mention about the study, that it did have like a decently sized desk in them towards one of the walls, as well as there was a bunch of history books of Navilis on there as well.
Interesting.
Books that books that Foot will never go to.
Mm. Goes to look a book. This tastes bad.
I recognize this. This is foul. Although, to be fair, I think a lot of like the textbooks from Navilis would definitely paint Corladora in a very positive light. So,
Yeah.
it'd be a lot of contradictions and just like writing in there going, nope, 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 nope.
Man, why does this book taste like rotten lavender?
Why does this taste like lies?
See, the hilarious thing for me is Sarah would absolutely be a lot like me when it comes to her taste in books. She likes the steamy ones that also have a good story that will make her cry.
Oh, there's a whole ass section for those, obviously.
I imagine that
Looks-
gets its own
Welcome to
wing.
Smutland!
Looks at the 2 series I have sitting on my shelf.
The fuck did I return to?
You
I
return
have-
to
Smutland.
you-
I have a
Can I
TikTok I
join?
need to send you, Sarah.
What, Punk?
I'm gonna send you something.
Okay.
River, you
I've returned
return
with
to-
my Italian ice. It's delicious.
River, you return to discussions of smut as if in a book club.
As we should.
Yeah. as
I
we-
have no shame.
Listen, at least when it's written, it's tasteful and colorful.
I like tasteful smut. Tasteful
Yeah.
smut is nice.
Especially if it uses fancy words.
Just want to confirm. I think everyone's back besides J Frost, correct? CG,
Hi.
Joe.
I am here, and sorry, all I gotta say is Moxley and Adam Page are sick fucks.
Yeah, I believe it. I probably should have said J Frost. But I just kind of assumed he wasn't here. J Frost.
Assumption was correct.
Punk. Okay, I guess Punk's out here. River.
Pick.
There's J Frost.
Back.
And Sarah.
I am here.
Alright, so now I guess we're all waiting for Punk to return.
I muddled some blackberries. Well, the bird muddled some blackberries for me. And then I took some of the I have oat milk creamer because my tummy is sensitive.
Tumby.
So everything else upsets it. So I took some of that and then some raspberry lime seltzer. And it's pretty fucking good.
Hell yeah. Joe, is the Paige Moxley match still going on?
Moxley just curb stomped Adam Page's head onto a set of bricks.
Jesus. Sounds like it's not going on for much longer.
That's not the worst of it.
Did he break out the fork?
Yeah.
Yes!
Stabbed Adam Page in his skull, gushing and fucking. Ugh. I don't want to gross people out some.
Yeah, I'm back.
All right, then I believe we are all here if we are good to continue.
I think we are.
Let me go ahead and change the music back. You all make your way up to the house / workshop that you now know to belong to the town's de facto Jesus, can't talk, the town's de facto leader, Kura. You can see that the door to this building is immediately, it looks like this is less of a house and was more of like perhaps like part of a warehouse or something that's been converted, like maybe it was used for storage or something. But you do notice that the front door is built a little heavier than the other doors you've been seeing. It looks like it's made out of like some sheets of metal. It looks like it's made out of metal rather than standard like wood. What you guys do?
Knock on the door?
Okay. Are you knocking or is someone else knocking?
I mean, I'll knock if everybody's alright with that.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
Okay. Hello?
The door kind of reverberates, with it, which you can kind of hear coming through the interior of the building, and you hear a, "Hold on, coming!" And opening up the door from the other side, you see this individual.
Oh.
Oh.
Hello.
About average
Oh
height.
my.
Like dark gray skin, appears to be a fire genasi of sorts. As you can see, the long red hair at the ends is like smoldering and flickering somewhat. Corey, you don't really think about it until you see this person. This kind of makes sense to you as they share the same naming conventions as you do, with the name Kura. But you can see that they are built a bit more built, especially in like the arms and shoulders. They seem like they've been working. You can see they have like some overalls and suspenders, and they've done that thing where like they take off the suspenders and just kind of let them dangle at the side. So it's just like the heavy work pants and the boots.
I love that look.
Yeah,
you know
it's
me
good
so,
shit.
You know us so well.
It's good shit. But as she kind of opens up the door and sees you all, she goes, "Hey, how can I?" Whoa. A lot of people. New folk, I assume, as I haven't seen you before.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome. Name's Kura. She kind of puts out her hand.
Goes to firmly shake hand.
She has a firm grip as she takes your hand.
Good grip.
Thank you.
Respectable.
I'm good with my hands. Let's get you all in here and out of the cold. How's that sound? Come on.
Lucky.
And as you guys all kind of begin to enter, you can hear there's like the faint sounds of machinery around you and like the hissing of steam. it's kind of like that, like vague, like whirring. You know, you kind of know the sound I'm talking about. Just like that little, like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically it's basically a machine being left on idle.
Yeah. But you do enter into what does seem to be a pretty nice living room. Actually, pretty like open space. Bit of a fireplace in one corner. Note about the fireplace: no wood in the fireplace. It actually looks like there hasn't been wood for a little while. Come on in. Get you guys a bit of a drink, if you're thirsty, of course.
Well, we did just come from the tavern.
Ah, no need then. Alright, no worries. But you came seeking out old Kura. What can I help you with? From the looks of you
Yeah.
guys, seem like the adventuring types. Let me guess. And I'm gonna make a roll for her. Yep, that sounds about right. That's a fucking 19 on the die. Let me guess. Magni and Modi.
That is correct.
That's a third person.
Yeah, it's kind of all we get around here, except for traders or people who are here to stay. Not a lot of people come visiting. This isn't exactly a tourist spot. Well, you're here for Magni and Modi. If you came from Frederick's, I assume he has given you the old warning of, you know, we're not exactly big fans of messing with the giants.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fair enough. I assume that ain't gonna stop you, though.
Nope.
Corey looks to Ravon.
Kind of what I figured.
This is all on him.
What's your name, big man? Looking at you, Ravon.
Rovon. Rovon Sionis.
Ravon Sionis. That is certainly a Goliath name. Big, strong name. Big family?
Yes.
Hmm.
Well, big as in I have 2 siblings, one older, one younger.
Well, Mr. Ravon Sionis, just know that by seeking this out, you are putting the rest of us in danger. So, just not saying you can't do it, just wanting to make our concerns known.
I don't see.
Got a question.
Of course.
Ravon, how far are you wanting to go with this?
I mean,
Are we talking a beatdown or are we talking about afterlife?
Just
That's
as you
actually
say that, you
good.
see Korra kind of gives you a look like, whoa.
That's actually a fair question.
Oh boy, you guys didn't even come here with a plan. Okay.
Oh, well, hold on. I mean, I made promise to retrieve the amulet back, so that way I could give it to Hyas.
I assume you're saying this to the group and not to Kura.
It's loud enough for everybody.
Okay.
So, I mean, I'd prefer not to kill people that do not deserve it. However, if the giants are causing problems, maybe we could teach them a lesson?
That's awful bold talk. You guys...
Yeah, we fought more crazy.
Have you?
Oh, trust me. This
This would require a lot of drinking.
Demons,
Honest-
dragons,
on a
gods.
scale of 1 to
Not
10.
gods
just-
yet.
On a
Sorry,
scale,
not yet.
on a scale
That's-
of 1 to
Go ahead, Corbin.
on a scale of 1 to 10, this feels about a 7.
And what's the 10?
You don't want to know.
Lich.
Well,
Archlich.
Dragon, I think, was about a 9.
Yeah?
But enough
Wait.
enough of our escapades.
This is a lot of
move on.
information I'm taking in at one time.
Oh yes, for sure.
You're right, I'm sorry, how rude. And Corey will extend a hand. Corey.
I thought, you know what? I thought you might be from the same neighborhood. What, Ashenvale? Probably Haven.
Haven, yeah.
Oh, girl, sister, come here, and she does like the traditional like Haven greeting with you.
Yes. The head. Honestly,
It's
I call it a head hug, but that doesn't make sense.
yeah, a head shake. It's like a handshake, but with your head. It has been
Noggin. Dude.
It has been so long since I've seen anyone vaguely resembling family. Oh, this is a nice change of pace. Oh, how is Haven?
What?
I haven't been in Haven in...
Good.
Oh,
the
man, 30
Rouse
years?
No longer. You too. Well, mine's a little bit less, but yeah, Rouse no longer in charge. I don't know if you knew him.
Oh, I remember Rao. He was the reason I left.
He kicked me out.
Oh! Not quite the same, but close enough. Twinsies.
Well, he got me kicked out. Anyway,
Ah, that sounds like him.
he got replaced with a council.
A council?
Yes.
Oh, we'll have to gossip. We'll have to gossip.
Mm-hmm.
But that's neither here nor there. I assume you guys have questions about Magni and Modi. I'll do the best I can to answer them, but I'll admit I like to keep myself a bit distant from the two. Not exactly a fighter.
Well, I mean, what can you tell us about them? I mean, with as much information as possible.
I've heard Magni is kind of okay, but Modi tends to be more of the problem.
Yeah, so the two are honestly kind of bipolar opposites. One is rational and thinks things through, while the other kind of just does what he feels like. It's like big brother, little brother. You know what I mean?
Trust me, I know that like the back of my hand.
Modi's usually the one who causes the actual trouble for us when there's trouble. Magni can usually be reasoned with. Not that we've had to do that all that often, thankfully.
So, I have a bit of a question. So if when they come into town, they just kind of like, they do what exactly? They just kind of like wreck the place, or?
It's not that they necessarily wreck the place. They haven't bothered actually like coming here and like smashing up shit. It's mainly like picking from supplies, stirring up the wildlife out there, kind of, rather than just striking us directly, just kind of making things harder for us. The biggest thing is when they, take supplies. Because we're not a fighting village. We see two giants coming into town. We're not going to fight them. We're going to give them what they want.
Oh,
If that what they want happens to be, half of our ale, half of our meat, half of our bread, and half of the very little wood we get out here, well, there's only so much we can do.
Unfortunately, that is the wisest decision.
Yeah. So like I said, if you're planning to go toe-to-toe with them again, just keep us in your thoughts as well. Know how that this affects us.
Let's going to tuck that nugget away as something to think on later.
Mm.
So, has anyone just beat up Modi?
No.
They've always beat up both?
It's always a team effort from the two. You pick on one brother, you pick on the other. They're attached at the hip. Not literally, but...
Well, okay.
Oh, that would be weird. But
Don't judge.
what kind of giants are they? Like,
That would be difficult to navigate, though.
Are they like stone, frost, fire?
I'm gonna roll an Arcana check for her with advantage because she has actually seen them. That's a good roll. Modi is a fire giant, but he's bigger, stronger. I'm not quite sure how to describe it. Magni, though, is a storm giant.
Ooh.
We always know when he's coming because we can hear the rumble of thunder.
Hey, CG.
Yes.
Not CG. Fuck.
Points
God.
off. Points off.
It's not Tuesday anymore.
Oh God, look. I still got that stupid figure of Strahd stuck in my head.
Stupid sexy Strahd.
Don't mention that
It
one.
really is.
He really is. Oh, fuck. Tart, could I actually roll?
That I hit harder.
Yes, you do. Could I actually roll a history on like storm giants? Considering
History or Arcana check? And inform me
History,
as to what
please.
specifically you're trying to learn.
knowledge about storm giants. I mean,
Just general knowledge?
Anything that I could think of. I mean, like, in terms of fire giants and, like, frost giants, it's a little bit more understandable. Storm giants are more of those, you know, like, hey, those above game, they're like the 1 in 1,000 kind of giants. They're the more, you know,
They're rare.
the much rarer.
Yeah.
But, like, the ultra rare, like, Pokemon card.
Make me a history check or Arcana check. I'll let you pick.
They're the shiny Charizard.
History. That's a 6.
Also,
Are
real
you saying
quick,
they're like Elbaf giants compared to like regular giants?
What's up, CG?
I was just gonna say, yeah, you hit harder because I let you.
Thanks, man.
Not kidding. Go ahead. I'm kidding.
Oof.
Yeah, you're not gonna get much with a 6, my man. I'm sorry.
That's fair.
I'll give you this. You probably were expecting frost giants, considering where you are. Especially fire giant.
Yeah.
That's weird.
You said Modi was the fire giant, or was that
Modi is the fire giant.
Okie dokie.
I'll even put it in lore drops.
Thank you. Which, given the personality, is kind of appropriate because Modi is a little hot-headed. I'll see myself out.
You know what? I was typing. You said it, and my brain didn't process it. And then you said that. I was like, oh, all right. We're doing that now.
What?
He said he seems a little hot-headed. He's a fire giant.
Fire, with a fiery personality too.
True.
So, wait, what did the 1 in 1,000 like? Are they just stronger? Are they like bigger?
Yes.
Are
Storm-
you asking me this
Very
above
big.
game?
Yeah. Or rather, what Corey would be asking anyway, because they don't have them.
Let me roll to see what Kura knows about storm giants specifically.
Or Rovan in general. I mean, she's asking just out loud.
Ravon got a 6 on history.
No,
Yeah,
that's right.
as
You
far as
suck.
storm giants, no.
Useless! Be gone!
Thankfully, Kura is super smart. Kura goes, yeah, storm giants are pretty rare. In terms of, like, giant hierarchy, they're definitely, like, some of the most powerful ones. So, yeah. And, admittedly, a storm giant and a fire giant together is weird. I've always thought about it. It's weird. I don't know why they're together. They are. Apparently they're brothers. Apparently they're twins. I don't know. Well,
How?
I don't know.
Are we sure they're not just Vain doppelgangers?
Feel free to ask them.
I feel like I'm not going to like the answer if I ask them that.
She just kind of flashes you a wink.
I have a bit of a different question, a little bit unrelated to the giants.
Sure.
Did you make all this? And she kind of gestures to everything nearby.
Yeah. I don't know how familiar you guys are with Articia. Scale of 1 to 10.
Just blew into town.
2.
2. I can work with a 2.
None.
So, Articia is a frozen waste. But under it is the remnants of a huge volcano.
Interesting.
Oh, I forgot to mention one very important thing about Kura. She very obviously has dwarf blood in her, as she is of dwarf stature.
So, like, she's about as tall as the average dwarf?
Yes.
Ah, gotcha.
Sorry, that was a very important detail that I realized I never mentioned. And I saw as I was looking at my notes, I was like, I didn't mention that! Yeah, Fire Genasi dwarf.
Fire dwarf.
Fire dwarf.
Dwarf.
But, underneath the ocean is a fuck all huge volcano known as Mount Ragnarok. It's dormant, for the most part, but the rising heat from it gives way to all these pockets of steam that build up under the snow. You may, while you were walking in town, may have seen some of it burst out from under the snow, like kind of like a geyser. Yeah?
Yes, I honestly thought that was like
Yeah.
some form of like hot spring or something.
No. We are able to, with a little bit of help from some, technology. I'm an artificer by trade. I don't know if that was obvious. We were able to, with a little bit of finagling, a little bit of machinery, we're able to utilize this. More specifically, we gain a lot of the power from the steam from Surtur's breath and all. You can see that on the map. That's where the epicenter of the volcano of Mount Ragnarok was. So that's where you will get most of that hot steam rising up. If you're venturing out into the wastes, it is not super safe to travel, but I've done it before. But I'm also a fire genasi. So I was able to do it with no real issue with my physiology and some extra protective gear. So if you're going to face Magni Modi, I'd suggest probably going around it. Will take more time, but going around it. And definitely do not sleep in Surtur's breath. Ooh, that's a terrible idea. You'll wake up with half of your skin melted off.
We'll have accommodations so to not worry about that.
It's safe enough for small periods of time. Longer, though, you start running into danger. But yeah, with a little bit of know-how, a little bit of machinery, able to harvest, able to utilize all the steam coming up from Mount Ragnarok, and we get power. Lights, we get warmth, we get some, a lot of heat, which means that all the wood and wax that we get in from trade is able to go to other things like mainly light or crafting.
Oh, that's actually really interesting. So you don't need the resource because you have it elsewhere.
Correct. We're able to divert it into other things. A lot of our wood goes into making tools and such. which is good considering we don't get a lot of wood out here. I don't know if if Frederick told you about the tree thing.
He mentioned it.
Yeah, there are no trees out here. Wood we only get from trade.
Shucks. I like trees.
I like trees too. I've noticed though I haven't exactly been around a lot of them in my time. Going from desert to I don't know what desert to tundra.
Well, I'll admit, there's certainly a. 1 second. There's a certain magic in seeing the thunder lotuses, so you have that at least.
Oh, I used to love the Thunder Lotus Festival when I was a kid. Ugh, would I give to see that again? It was my favorite time of year. I sometimes do little celebrations here at home.
We were in the Thunder Lotus Festival this year, actually.
Oh,
We're there for it.
I'm jealous. It must have been such an amazing time.
Using minor illusion, Corbin will definitely put up a small screen from this past year's festivities, especially playing out the scene of the volleyball tournament.
She watches it and she smiles. Her hand kind of moves up to like her chest, around like where her heart is. Long way from home. But, anyways, what else do you need from me? I'm assuming you have more questions.
Well, sort of. We're also looking for someone who could potentially be a guide.
A guide. Not a lot of those around here. A lot of us don't like to venture out into the wastes if we can help it, but I can't help you. I'm too busy here. But there is someone who probably can. Outside of town, just outside of town, there's a bit of a hill on the west side. Go up to the top of the hill, you'll find some of our steam pipes heading up there. There's a shack owned by a guy called Fang. He's prickly, but we have a bit of an agreement with him. He's technically a citizen of Bergheim, but he likes to keep to himself. He is our security policy. He's a hardened warrior. He protects the town, and in exchange, we give him food, wood, solitude, whatever he wants, honestly. And occasional trade for materials. He very rarely comes down here. Oftentimes we bring it up to him. Just bring him a cut of whatever comes in from the boats. But every now and again he'll come down and if he's looking for something specific. He's escorted me out into the breath more than once. He's spiny, but he's not that bad. If you're looking for a guide, there's no better man to take you.
Fang, huh? Well, we do need to look for one. I don't think we do very well in the snow by ourselves.
Well, if you guys are as tough as you say, you might be okay, but it probably wouldn't hurt.
Better safe than sorry if we can avoid it, right?
Agreed.
That's always the policy
one-
I've lived by, especially in Articia.
One question though. We heard a rumor that Magni and Modi were at Frotholt. Is that at all true?
Yeah, Frorholt is, from what we've been able to tell, it's ruins, probably of some town that lived here long time ago, but eventually weather elements got to it. People left. Now they just kind of hang out there. You're looking for from rumor holds, you're looking for like an amphitheater, I think. That's where they hang out most.
Old amphitheater. Okay. Anything you could tell us about their fighting style?
Haha, you think I'd be alive if I knew about any of that? You're on your own with that one, bud.
No tales? No nothing? No one's ever said anything?
We don't like to ask questions. Not when it comes to those two. Most of the people who come back from Magni Modi either don't come back or come back with more than a couple people down. So if that tells you anything. You will sometimes get the occasional group, though. I haven't seen one in, I don't know, 5 years maybe, who came back spraying the tales of how they bested the twin giants and were pleaded for their lives in exchange for their riches and fortune. But honestly, I think a lot of that's hearsay. I think it's a lot of people who bailed at the last second and are trying to make themselves seem bigger than they are. I don't know what holds true. All I know is that those two are still a problem. Still a thorn to my side.
Ravon will kind of think on this and go, do they at least honor their agreements? Are they ever...
Welcome.
Do they ever hold to their word?
You're welcome to ask him, big man. Like I said, we don't exactly have Sunday tea with them.
I don't like the fact that they cause problems for people.
Yeah, I don't either.
Well, I guess when you think about it, like, they're giants. It makes sense if you're like, you walk around and you're that tall and you're just not paying attention to everything that's going on at your feet. I'm not sympathizing with, but I can kind of see where it's like they just walk somewhere, and if they like make some thunder and that spooks some animals, and the animals as a result kind of cause trouble for you guys, I don't know. I guess I can understand the ignorance.
It is a bliss.
Was there? Flick kind of quickly looks to the party. Is there anything else that we wanted to, ask her?
We mentioned this to ask somebody else, but I guess we're just covering our bases. If Magni and Modi were to say if our confrontation resulted in them passing, would there be much resistance upon our return?
Honestly, a lot of us would probably thank you. Again, they cause us more problems than they're worth.
But from what we hear, they're not really all of that extreme or hostile. They're just mostly overgrown children that just take things just because they're big and strong.
She kind of shrugs. Again, you'd have to ask them.
That is fair.
So,
That's all he wanted.
to
I'm
Fang next. Oh, sorry, Punk.
No, I'm saying I'm good.
Okay. I presume you guys begin to head out then.
Flip would like to do one thing real quick, just as a small favor.
Absolutely.
She's just going to go over and just say, "Thank you for helping us. It's not much, but I feel like you might appreciate at least seeing this." And she's going to pull out the Prime Thunder Lotus.
She looks at you, baffled. There are practically stars in her eyes. Oh my god, so you have one. It's been decades since I've seen one of these. Thank you. This means more to me than I can properly explain.
Well, just a way of saying thanks.
Little taste of home.
Maybe there's hope for us yet. You all stay safe out there, alright?
You too. I can't imagine it's easy up here, so I wish you the best of luck.
It ain't easy, but it's home.
And with that, I think we're ready to head on out.
Going once? Going twice? Okay. As you guys, she kind of follows you out, and as you all kind of make your way out the door, she points kind of over way, and she points at the hill that she mentioned before. You'll find this place up at the top of that hill. Small shack. You'll know you're coming up on the right place when you hear the barking of dogs.
Thank you.
She nods. Don't stay out here too late. It's gonna be real cold tonight.
I think this is going to be our last stop for the evening.
All right. Well, I wish you all luck. Don't get on his bad side. Seriously, we need him. And with that, go
We
on.
will not.
What were you gonna say, Flip?
Basically what Ravon said.
And with that, you guys begin to go off of the path from town, and as you begin to sort of venture away, the cold, slowly but surely, as you begin to exit further out from the warmth that this town is providing you, it begins to get colder and colder and colder. It's rough. It's rough, y'all. Even this short distance that you're now going, it's kind of a bad omen. It could be also because it's nighttime, but it does feel like kind of a bad omen for what the next 3 days may entail. And as the snow crunches below your feet, you make your way up the hill. You all begin to hear, as Kura mentioned, it sounds like dogs barking. Not just like one or two, but like a lot, like a pack. As you all reach the top of the hill, the crest, you see, as she mentioned, a small shack and a stable. As you kind of come up on this house, it's a little warmer. It's definitely not the warmth you were getting in the town, and certainly not within Frederick's Tavern. But it does seem that some of the warmth and power is funneled up to this hill as well for whoever this mysterious individual is. You can see that the house is over to your right. It's a small shack. Sarah, kind of reminds you of home. And the stable, looking a bit closer, it appears to be for sled dogs. About 6 in total. You do see that there is a sled mounted up on the wall, in like a small alcove that is guarded from the wind and snow.
This looks like the place.
You guys do see a light on inside the house. It's dim, but it is very evident, it is very obviously there. What do you guys do?
Ravon would like to turn to the party and kind of look at them all for a quick second.
I am so sorry. What? You were
Oh.
mumbling in your mic.
I am so sorry.
Yeah, will you repeat that one more time?
Yeah, Ravon would like to look at the party for a quick second and kind of have a quick chat. Listen. I know this is a lot, but it means a lot. Thank you for coming with me.
It's no problem.
Happy to help,
Mhm.
but you can show your thanks by helping us handle this well, because I don't know how to go about this. Do we kill them or beat them up?
How about we
Let's-
not kill them? But beat them up and then maybe tell them stop bullying other people, otherwise we come back and beat them up even worse.
Do you know sometimes how to deal with a bully? Is to make sure they
Yes.
can't bully again.
Well, in a lot of instances,
Spoken like
that's-
punk yard fucking dog.
In a lot of instances, killing's not a good idea in that regard, but...
I'm saying maiming, but okay.
Oh, you mean like breaking every bone in body?
I was thinking
Or,
about
or hands.
embarrassing them, humiliating them, traumatizing them. You know, the
Yes,
usual.
traumatizing. You have psychic, Lance. You can start some trauma.
Oh, I've traumatized people with just words.
Why not just put
Huh?
Fire Giant in water
Presence,
and give
even.
Swirly?
I mean, that's kind of a weird way to put it, but I actually kind of think Ravon has a point. They mentioned that Magni is kind of, logical and level-headed, and Modi's the real problem. We might be able to just convince Magni to tell Modi to knock it off.
Mm-hmm.
You're right, you're right. Alright, well, we beat you up. Keep your brother in line. Or you may not have a brother in the future. They will-
I will make it be known you guys are just standing there lingering in the cold during this conversation. You don't have to have this now if you don't want to. You guys
we're
have.
we're just talking while we're making our way.
Yeah,
I
I
just-
figured this was in transit.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah. Oh, and keeping everybody's spirits up with hot cocoa.
Please continue.
So at the end of the conversation, Ravon's just gonna go. Let's go ask for assistance. And kind of just walks up to the door and kind of straightens up and goes, "Hello."
Rovan, as you kind of walk up to the door and you look, there is what appears to be a metal basket down, right next to the door. As you knock, you hear from a gruff voice from inside. Basket's out there by the door. Leave it and go on.
We're here for assistance. Mr. Fang? It was Fang, yes.
It was Fang.
Yes.
Thank you. Just want to make sure my notes are correct.
There's no response.
We would like to hire you as a guide.
I'm not a merc. Go on now.
We only need a guide, not a mercenary.
We're heading over to Froholt to take Magnia Modi.
There's another moment of quiet. And then from inside, you hear the creaking of furniture and the sound of feet on wood approaching the door. The door is big and heavy, and the lock is undone, and the door opens. I told you to fuck off.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Hey, I
Now
recognize
that's
this guy.
a nice image.
As
I recognize this guy.
as you should. It is not that guy, Joe. Let it be known. But
I was.
it is art of that guy, which we will continue to ignore.
Yes.
But standing on the other side of this door is a tall, bigger than you, Rovan. Buff, like, you guess it's a gnoll, but rather than a
Furry bait.
hyena in nature, it's... What's that, Punk?
Sorry.
No, what'd you say?
Furry bait.
Man, I just.
Thank you, Punk.
My throat?
Sorry.
My throat!
But
This man. This man isn't maidenless.
he is not maidenless. But rather than the hyena in
Many
nature, he almost looks like a dire wolf, like standing up on two legs. He's fucking big. And Ravana, he's like right up in your face. I told you to fuck off. Don't make me ask again.
I'm not here to cause problems, but we seek your assistance. And he is gonna hold his damn ground.
You hold your ground. He's not like a ton taller than you. Maybe like 5 to 6 inches, so you do have to look up at him a little bit.
Alright, he's close to the 8-foot section then.
Yeah, he's fucking big. This is he's like on par with your brother.
Got it.
As I told you, I'm not looking to be hired. Leave my home.
No. And Ravan's going to dead look at him and say, I made a promise to someone. I swore it on the river Styx. I'm keeping it.
Make me a persuasion check, Rovan. You alone, no assistance.
Alright. I do have that inspiration die as backup if needed.
Yep, that you do.
Oh boy, persuasion.
Oh, Corey, what you doing there?
I was pulling it up to see. Can Corey cast Detect Thoughts?
Ooh.
Okay, you absolutely can if that is what you wish to do.
Yee.
Let me get the result of Rovan's check,
Okay.
and then we'll come to that.
Alright. Rolling persuasion. That is a 19.
That's pretty good. Corey, you cast Detect Thoughts on this man. And his surface thoughts are pretty much exactly what he's telling you guys. I'm not going out there. Fuck that. I just want to be left alone. Why won't this guy leave? Why is he standing up to me? Does he see me? Does he... almost like, does he know who I am?
Money is not very much consequence, and if we're successful, you won't be bugged. Probably again, or for a long time.
He looks over to you, Corey, as you're saying this, and as his eyes meet yours, there's like a very faint, like silver glow to them, and it kind of sends like a shiver down your spine. Not a good one either. And Diana kind of like takes you by the hand and goes, "How about we let Rovan handle this, dear?" Kind of like pulling you back a step or two.
Corey will frown and hold up her middle finger and walk away.
Let's not agitate the big, scary man.
He turns back and he looks to you, Rovan. You're determined to go down this path, then?
I am.
Wait here. And he turns around, he walks back into the house, and he slams the door. The door almost comes off the fucking hinges. What do you guys do? You have a moment.
Are we waiting for him? Or what?
He said to wait here. And I would take him on his word if he doesn't, just leave us here for more than, 2 hours.
5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes sounds fine.
Diana goes, "This is Spiny? He looked ready to tear our heads off."
This is what?
This is Spiny. Reiterating what Kura said.
Kind of reminds me of Garrett.
This is gonna sound weird. He reminds me of a more intense version of my brother Hemo. Maybe it's just a puppy dog, guys.
I don't know. Maybe. Oh,
Jesus.
Damn.
You good? You got your lungs in there?
Yeah. I think I just shot a piece of my lung out. Sorry. Continue.
I have lost my train of thought.
Shit. Sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. I guess Flip would kind of look to Diana. He certainly doesn't seem friendly, does he?
No. No, he doesn't.
guess we should probably, do our best to give him some privacy, even if he agrees to come with. I don't know. I guess I just don't know how to interact with someone like him.
He's either hiding something or he loves his solitude that much.
You just be direct. No pretenses. No bullshit.
After probably about okay. I see the thing you sent me, Bug. I'm going to DM you the response. That's what you get back. But after probably about 2 minutes, you hear the heavy footsteps coming back towards the door, but they're heavier. And you hear a scraping sound following it. The door opens again, and Fang is there in some form of heavy, like, it's weird. It's almost like a breastplate, but it's made entirely of like this very thick looking leather. And he's toting this huge greatsword. This is like cloud levels of big on this sword.
Yeesh.
Not necessarily for him, but for
Alright.
any of you, even Ravon, this fucker's big. He looks to you, Ravon, and he kind of just like jerks his head in that like come on motion, and he moves over a bit closer to the dog sled stables.
Ravon will follow.
Does the rest of the group follow?
Yes. Corbin follows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you're all kind of walking, I can see that you are dead set on this path, but I will not guide a bunch of helpless fools. You! And he points the sword at you, Ravon. Pick one more amongst your group. Your two strongest shall face me. If I find your skill suitable, then perhaps we will come to an agreement.
Ravon will turn to the group.
His voice now, compared to what he was doing before, is now almost visceral in a way. It's a drastic change. You're not exactly sure where this is coming from, but you can only assume.
The moment Ravon looks towards the group, Corbin's fingers already pointing towards Flit.
So, for above game, for the sake of this, Ravon, you have to pick one other person in your party. It can be anyone, but the choice is ultimately up to you. You can consult with your party, of course.
I would like to consult with the party. Is this in-game or above game? I would like to ask.
Feel free to do it either. Do either.
If it's in-game, Ravon will go. I will not force any of you. But I would ask that one of you. And above game. Step right up, taking volunteers here.
Corey
get-
shrugs. If you're not, if you don't pick Flit, I don't mind either.
Okay.
Corbin takes one step back and gets as far behind from the situation as he can.
I will say above game, I'm fine. In game, Flit is just like she is not a character who would actively volunteer in this scenario. But above game, if you choose Flit, that's totally fine.
I am presenting the option to you all. I will not pick a person because I feel like that would just be a dick move. to
Well, if it makes
force
you feel
that
better,
kind of
it sounds like
responsibility.
Corvin is out. So
Okay, so Corbin.
Well,
Yeah,
J.
no,
Frost, someone has to pick, and it's your decision. Tartson.
So you have the choice of excluding Corvin, Flit, Corey, Sarah, Diana, or Lily. Diana is probably going to vote not to participate as well.
All right.
If not Fled, I would like to make a case for Lily as well.
Okay.
Lily is your paladin friend. Lily's
I'll
a
look
fighter
up-
paladin.
I'll
Yeah.
look to Flit, Corey, and Lily, and he'll ask.
Get
"Would
fucked,
one of you-"
Sarah.
Oh, is Sarah still here?
Sarah has to.
Oh, that's right. Sarah had to
Yeah.
step away.
So I didn't want to be a dick. So he'll look to those three and go.
We can bring it up after game, and if in between sessions, because above game we're going to wrap up before initiative is rolled.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
If
thank God.
if you, we're gonna pick someone now, and if then later you decide to instead change for Sarah, we can work that out in between sessions.
Of course. Above game. I know Flitz doesn't like the cold. So.
But she can beat the cold by turning into a fire elemental.
Ooh. They'll look to the. You know what? Fuck it. Chaos dice.
Oh no.
J Frost, I love you so much. Do not put this roll down to, or do not put this decision down to dice. That is me
Please
telling
pick.
you as your DM.
Yeah, no. Yeah, okay, fine. Sorry. I just don't want to be a dick to any of you guys.
You're not being
I will
a dick.
say above game, whereas I may be a fighter paladin, you will want someone maybe a little more versatile, a long and a short range. That way, if one doesn't work, the other can.
You bring up a good point.
Whereas putting me and you together, we are both short range.
That is an advantage though.
Smite City Central.
And I do have some range capabilities with certain spells and cantrip.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
fuck it. Vaughn's gonna turn to Flit. I know I'm asking you a lot. Would you?
We're already here, aren't we? What's
True.
a little more?
He smiles and he responds back. You are a very good friend. He nods to Flit and just looks back to Fang. I have my choice.
He pulls the Buster sword from the snow again. Then come, if and only if I find your skills sufficient enough, I will guide you through the dangers of the frozen wastes. And he rears back and he lets out a howl that echoes into the distance. And as it sort of pierces each of you through the hearts, That's where we're gonna end tonight.
Ooh.
Bold choice picking Flint. I was completely sold on the idea that you were going to pick Lily.
I'm the obvious pick, though.
There's nothing wrong with the obvious pick.
There's nothing wrong with it,
Mhm.
but
No, I know.
My
I have
argument-
something I'll say after session for my
Yeah,
reasoning, if that
I'll-
makes anything easier.
My reasoning for Flint, she has oodles of health pools,
Flint does have the most health out of your group.
as well as wild shapes.
Again,
Special wild shapes too.
I'll save my reasoning for after session.
Sounds good.
All right. Well. Oh, that's right. I lied. Sarah now has the most health out of your party, which we may
True.
have to, which we can thank to them ranger levels.
Woo!
Ooh, it's stupid. Love it.
Court, I do have a recommendation for the raid.
All right. Well, we could go over raid in here in just a second. Let's go ahead and start doing our outros. Next time, gang, we get a little bit of a scuffle between Ravan, Flit, and a certain Fang Bloodclaw, which I have a bit of lore about this character for you guys. Lore, quote unquote, above game lore about this character after stream. But let's go ahead and start doing outros. Let's pass it to. Let's start with Joe. Joe, shill someone.
In lieu of shilling, I would like to do something really quick.
Sure.
I call it a tip of quality of life, especially when it comes to being a personality on the internet. Mic quality. No one likes it when you put your face up against your microphone. No one likes it hearing the P's and the air coming out of your mouth. So please, for the love of Christ, my brothers and sisters and all of my siblings in Christ, please take your fist. Put one end of your fist on your mouth, put the other end on the mic. Now do that once more with another fist. Minimum length right there. Please, for the love of Christ, do that for me.
Someone has upset Joe.
Too many fucking people. Seriously. Have their fucking face up against their microphone so goddamn much. Anyway, so to somebody a lot more pleasant than I am, River, go.
You can find me over at twitch.tv/wickedriver97, where I have more games I'm playing this week. I got Patch Quest. It's a cute little roguelike animal taming game where you get to lasso the animals and you have to ride them through a dungeon. It's really fucking cute, actually. I have a collab coming up this week, I think, and other fun things. So check me out for that.
We'll be doing stuff this week, River.
We will be doing stuff this week. I'm gonna let you shill that shit, though. That's your shit.
Sounds good.
But I'm gonna pass it over to Punk.
Palms.
Oh shit. You all can find me on Twitch, Twitter, and sometimes TikTok at PunkYourDog. Streams as usual are up in the air, they're sporadic, so watch your Twitter, watch your Twitch notifications. I'm encrypted. You don't know when I'll be out. Anyway.
The rare Punk Your Dog stalks these lands.
Can we get a image of Punk doing the Sasquatch pose from that fucking old film? Y'all know the one I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. Well,
The old classic Bigfoot footage.
I mean, if there's a wood near you guys could just take a picture.
There you go, CG. Thank you. All right, Punk, pass it to someone.
J Frost?
Hello. You can find me here on twitch.tv/jprocess747 and over on Twitter at the same username. We've got some good stuff coming this week. I finally have nearly finished the paperwork. Hooray!
It's been 2 years.
Yes. Look, I've been very lazy, okay?
Let's go.
So yeah, we got some good stuff. We're gonna be doing some crazy shit.
Bro, it better be good
Also-
stuff after 2 years. Fuck.
You're telling me, fuck. Other than that, you can just find me doing some randomized streams. Always here with the lovely goons that is in this party. You can also find me on every other Saturday. So speaking of, this Saturday at twitch.tv/burnoutfun for our Saved by the Spell campaign. The party is level 5! Hooray!
Woo! 3rd level shit.
Yeah, and all it took was me terrifying them with the Hoblin Goblins, some automatons, a Chimera, and a giant Tesla coil death trap. And also one of their professors getting burned alive.
Let's go.
Yeah! But other than that, you can just see me, shitposting on the internet, chilling, doing memes, and also being with my lovely baby. Ooh.
You have a child?
Summer. No, not yet. That's gonna
Well-
be. We're gonna try for that in November.
He is a cat dad.
Yeah, I mean,
Nice.
we still got up, but we're hoping to actually go down to the courthouse summertime and get the paperwork done and. Hallelujah, Mr.
You think it's gonna be that short?
Look. I know how to fill out forms. I know how to speed line. You just gotta talk to the judges.
No.
The right
Ross. Take it from someone who's gone through this, going through this process. It's not going to be as short as you think about. This is going to be the most arduous process you will ever go through in your life.
Understandably so.
So many classes, so many fucking interviews, so many times you have to tell people, I am not going to put this child in fucking mortal danger.
No. Joe, I'm talking about, the wedding.
Oh. Yeah, that's like in and out.
Yeah, no.
How quickly you turned
child's
around
going
on that
organic.
one.
We're going, organic child first.
Good luck with that one.
USDA 100% choice.
Good luck with.
Organic.
I wish you luck. Sorry, I just
Grade
remember.
A baby.
I
FDA
apologize.
certified grade A baby.
FDA certified 100% USDA lean choice.
I apologize. I just remember a conversation Krista and I had like 2 years ago when Sarah moved in. My Sarah.
Aw. But other than that, yeah. We've got some crazy shit coming. Who knows? In the meantime, we'll see what happens. So before I get attacked by this beautiful kitty, I'm gonna pass it off to Sarah.
Shit. Knew I should have stayed quiet. They can find me at twitch.tv/wolfstalker16. Still not sure when I'm gonna return to streaming, hopefully soon, because I'm almost done with this book series. However, there's another one waiting for me when I finish this one. So I genuinely don't know who hasn't gone yet.
CG.
Okay. CG.
Hello, I am CG. You can find me nowhere because I don't much care for social media, but you can find me on various Good Beans D&D channels like twitch.tv/burnoutfun, where the previously mentioned Saved by the Spell campaign. I used to also plug the Curse of Strahd recently, but unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you view it, we have concluded that campaign and brought it to its natural end. So, for a while, I have nothing else to show. So instead, I pass it on over to River.
River went already.
I already went.
You did?
I think it's
Am I
just
the last
me.
one? Oh, okay.
Which means, as I sketch my chin, hello! It is I, the Tart. You can find me at twitch.tv/fartingtart. You've already found me, in fact, where I just yesterday celebrated 4 years on Twitch. Yes. Thank you all who showed up yesterday during the little mini subathon we did. It was a good old time. And I also announced that on March 31st of 2023, we're going to be doing a fun charity game for the Trevor Project. So we're gonna do a bit of fun old D&D and a bit of a different style for charity because say it louder for the homies in the back. Trans rights are human rights. If you don't disagree, get the fuck out of my space before I identify as a fucking problem. All right? You hear me? You hear me?
You said don't disagree.
Wait, did I say don't disagree?
Yeah, that was a
Double negative.
If you disagree, I probably meant to say if you don't agree, but I instead said if you don't disagree.
You get the point, though.
You get the point. Trans rights are human rights, or I'ma fuck you up. All right. Anyways,
He's got the big ass paws. He can fuck up anybody.
I think
dude,
at this
I
point-
will fucking grab you by the leg and fucking shake you around like a fucking chew toy.
You identify as a threat.
I will identify as a fucking problem. My pronouns will be on/him. All right, you hear me? What a movie.
For a second, I
Site.
thought, I thought you were gonna say on/site.
That's arguably better.
That's much better.
I'm gonna save that one. But yes, this week, we're doing a bunch of stuff. Tomorrow, I may be doing a Pokemon stream, provided I have the time for it. I know I have a couple errands that I need to run tomorrow. I have a doctor's appointment in the morning, and we've got, we're hunting down that fucking Dairy Queen on Jake's channel tomorrow. So maybe stream tomorrow, possibly. I don't know. We'll find out. Likely
Dairy
nothing
Queen?
on Tuesday, as we were doing a session 0 for the one shot on the 14th, which you can find here at this channel. Wednesday may very likely be our game night with Johnny. We're still determining what day that is, but that seems like it's going to be the case. Thursday, we're doing Mortuary Assistant again with Weaver.
Ooh.
Hey Tart.
I was expecting River to say something. What's up?
So you want a throwback to a very old joke?
Mm-hmm.
So for Wednesday, what is game night?
What is game night? I hope that came through the way I wanted it to. But then Friday, I finally managed to fucking hassle him enough to where he had to agree. We're continuing our Resident Evil 4 playthrough with Nero, which we started like a couple months ago and had to drop it because Nero started going through a lot of shit. So yeah. But we're doing some fun stuff this week. We got another session of this game next Sunday here on the channel. Make sure to tune in for it. And thank you all so much for being here. You all are lovely as always. Big shout out to Ed again earlier for raiding us.
Tabasco.
To Ed,
The raid.
yes. Aberdeen, Tabasco. Edward Dean, that's better.
Tabasco.
Tabasco. But with that being said, all that being said, finally, I know, fuck, damn, I can talk on for fucking ages. We need to find somebody to raid.
I gave you someone to raid.
Yeah, I did see that.
I know Kazguk just went live.
Did Kosguk just go live?
Yeah, like 5 minutes ago.
That sounds like a good idea, because they actually raided me just the other day. And I haven't been able to raid Kosguk in a hot minute. So I like this idea. I would raise Haza if he was alive. I'd do more things to Haza if he were alive right now. But that's neither here nor there. We're gonna raid Kosguk.
Very handsome man.
He is indeed a very handsome lad. Isn't that right, Cardboard Haza?
Yeah, hot, yeah, man.
Hi, I'm
I'm a good looking
Haza.
chap.
But everyone go, show Kazguk some love, let them know who sent you. We will be back next week for another episode of War of the Shattered Sun. Thank you all for joining me. And remember, as always, Black Lives Matter, Trans Lives Matter, stop Asian hate, and most importantly, you matter. I'm very likely going to be in the near future switching up this ending spiel I do to the thing I posted on Twitter the other day because a lot of people like that. So I don't know, we'll see. But if no one's told you today, you fucking matter, you are fucking valid, and I love you. Thank you all so much for being here, and we will see you all next week. Bye-bye!
Bye.
See ya.
Adios.